Everybody, welcome back to the Chicano Mike podcast. I was gonna start off with a flow today, dog, but I didn't want to kill it.
Fool, you suck,
and in the bad way, dog.
Yeah, don't fucking do it, dog. This one sucks.
But we are gonna talk about some hip hop, and we got Hypnotic joining us today. Thank you for coming, bro.
Thanks for coming,
Hey, thank you guys for having me, man. Like I said, it's an opportunity, and I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate
no
the
problem,
invite,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Anytime.
Now we appreciate you coming down, man. I know you're coming from Riverside, right?
Yeah, Hemet to be
Hemet,
exact
okay.
right now. Yeah, Riverside County. Yeah, so it's a drive, bro. But you know what I'm saying. Like I had told you guys off camera too. Like your guys' video quality is real professional. It looks real clean. So, you know what I'm saying. So I'm willing to do opportunities, and you guys present yourself a certain way that's firme. You know what I'm saying. I
appreciate that, dog.
That's why I'm here, bro. Like to show love and shit. And I support the Raza también. You know what I'm saying?
No, likewise, bro. That's one of the things, when we saw you perform,
Right.
we're like, damn, we got to have this guy on. And I know we had a chance to meet after the gala.
Right.
So
yeah, and that's crazy, man, because you guys see me in an element, the gala, it's a little more toned down. I'm not trying to overpower the models. I'm there trying to be like a complimentary role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when I do my shows, like I get a little more. I get a lot more hype, dog. But like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah, but that's all you though, right there, right? The focus is on you,
right?
So
Yeah.
you're
So
like,
I gotta like,
boom.
like I gotta, and I'm not as known as I like to be, so I have to leave an impression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when I perform for like the MB Riders, Little Rob, Baby Bash, those fans, they're gonna like my music, but they might not know it, but I gotta captivate them on the spot, like right there. That's my time to like, hey, who the fuck is this fool? You know what I'm saying? So leave an impression.
how do you control that, bro? Do you just go off the crowd and
You know what, bro? I've been doing it so long, and like the last few times I've been doing shows, a lot of people had just told me like, hey, you look comfortable up there. You look like you know what you're doing. You look like you've been doing this for a long time. Because it's not just about performing, bro. Like a lot of us can go on there and rap, hold our nuts, whatever.
Yeah.
I do that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's real, dog.
I swear to God, fool. I'm not holding them, but they're like right there, like right next to it, dog. And I catch myself. I see the videos. I always just have it there, bro. And I'll move around a little bit. But what I was saying though is like, you can rap all day, but when you learn. When you're on there and you do certain songs or you say certain things to people, like sometimes you just gotta talk to the crowd. The interaction with the crowd is huge, bro. Like if I tell the DJ, hey, pause that real quick, homie, and then I'm like, hey, so this next one right here, or like, how you guys feeling? Y'all feeling good? You know what I'm saying? You just do different. You just talk random stuff. If you could be funny, it works, bro. Like naturally funny, and then like, hey, we gonna get into this one, and just talking to them and interacting with them, and you get the crowd involved. I just did a show in Long Beach, and I had the bartender like, I'm like, hey, I want you to dance on here real quick. I'm like, you guys want to see her dance? And then they all go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that it gets them involved. Yeah. Little stuff like that. But that's with experience, bro. Like the more you do it, you start to see what works and stuff like that.
I don't even think it's just that, bro, because I've seen performers. I'm not gonna throw them out there, dog, but I've been to concerts and shit where these fools have been performing forever since like the '90s, and they just stand there, bro. They literally just stand there.
You'll see that, but the thing with fools like that, some guys, they have hits. The people know the music, so they don't gotta do too much because the crowd's already singing their songs. They're not young no more the way they were and hungry. They're already like, hey, I'm here. I got this money. They're getting paid maybe a few G's to do it. Me, I'm like, yo, I gotta show these motherfuckers what the fuck is up. But when I get big, I'm not gonna change, bro. I'm gonna go hard. That's just my style.
That's part of the experience, though, bro.
Right.
Seeing someone
you
live.
See someone live and actually doing their thing, bro.
Exactly.
What I try to tell a lot of the up and coming artists, they rap over their songs. They'll just play the whole song. They don't even take out like their verses. You know what I'm saying? Like when I do my live show, I take out my verse. So it's just the beat. You might hear some background like vocals and stuff just to compliment me when I'm rapping, but you're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear a live version of me. Cause a lot of fools, they rap over their song and it doesn't sound the same, bro. You're more hype, so you're rapping over yourself, but you're not matching your tone and it sounds muffled. It doesn't sound clear.
Gotcha.
And that's one little thing, one basic thing, and then and you shouldn't be rapping your entire song, dog. Like what I do is I'll pick like 2 minutes of a song, or I'll bring the song in right when the hook drops. You know what I mean? Like, a song will end with an explosion, and then a song will come in, boom, but like right where the bass drops. But we don't have the intro. Like, you know, songs have the intro elongated, but you learn all that stuff. A lot of my preparation is before I'm even on stage. I go to the studio and we mix these songs together. We blend them a certain way. So a song will end, it'll jump right into a certain song, and then it'll end with an explosion, and then we cut off the beat. You know what I mean? And then so I'm rapping, all of a sudden it's a cappella. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere and shit. Like, there's a lot of things you can do beforehand.
So let me ask you a question. Every time you perform, is it like a whole different set?
I do, for the most part. It depends on what show it is. You know what I'm saying? If I do like I just did a show with Mr. Capone, and but that, because I've been doing a lot of MB Writer shows, so I try to do more like some of the girly shit. But I can't separate who I am though. Like, I gotta come with the hard shit. I still gotta come with the gangster shit, because that makes me stand out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, like, damn, this fool's hard, and then I can get into the My Chula with MC Magic. I can do the soft shit too.
Nah, dog, don't trip. I have a funny story of this fool. We were in Rosarito. This is
the Baby Bash.
The Baby Bash concert. It was Baby Bash with Frankie J.
All right.
And this is back, what, like 2004?
Dog, they just had dropped a single, fool.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
De amor, de obsesión.
Amor.
So we go to Rosarito, right? Let's go to Rosarito for the weekend, fool. Fuck yeah, whatever. We go, and we get tickets to Baby Bash and Frankie J, which they're fucking dope. They sing pretty badass.
Right.
But we wanted to go for the gangster shit, right? They were singing nothing but love songs, obviously, because había un chingo de jainas. There was nothing but girls at these concerts. And we started talking to some chicks. And they start singing La de Amor, right? Slow song, and then got fools fucking doing the chingadera. We're freaking girls to the Obsesión song, dog.
Oh, shit.
We're
like slow grinding.
Anyway, that shit was funny, dog.
That's tight. But, hey, the love songs is where it's at, dog. Low key, like, because I get versatile. I got a homie that he likes. I started off. My first album was called Tribute to the West, and it's more like upbeat, more kind of gangster with it, like, you know. And then like I've started to do like some soft songs too, or I get in my feelings about being brokenhearted, or like a girl did me wrong type shit. So then he's like, oh man, I don't like, and I'm starting to sing a little more. So he's like, you don't like that? You're getting soft on me, dog. You know how they are, fool. But how am I going, like, bro, go to these shows, all the highness are all up on it, fool. Like, I don't care. I'm still gonna do the hard shit. I'm always gonna do that. And then it's not even the hard shit. Like, what my fans appreciate about me is my Raza shit, is when I speak up about our gente. I speak up about topics. That's never gonna go away, bro. But I have to dive in. I'm doing these MB Writer shows, and it's all hyenas, bro. It's 70%, 80% girls, and I'm telling my nephews, like, they're single and shit. I'm like, bruh, if you're gonna go to a fucking show, go to an MB Writer show, bro. You're gonna be outnumbered by rucas, dog. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy though, because the MB Writer shows, like, they're old school, right? But there's a lot of young hyenas there, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixed crowd, and I think what I'm starting to realize is everybody, Little Rob, Capone, Bash, all that music, it's like popping again. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a lack of talent that we have now. I mean, there's a lot of talent right now that it's just a different type of hip hop with the Chicanos right now, or the Mexican rappers is different, bro. But what people do lack is like signature songs. You know what I mean? They might have a following with like some young people, but nobody has like a big hit. You know what I mean? Like when you think of Little Rob, you think of Summer Nights. When you think of Kid Frost, you think of This For La Raza.
This For La Raza,
you know what I mean? Baby Bash, Sugar. Like, everybody has a song attached to them. The MB Writers, they have mad hits, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hits is what makes you, like, I'm watching these shows, bro, and these girls are singing it, like you said, putting their hands up, bro. And that's a song that's 20 years old, bro. So it's like those songs, they're impactful, bro. Girls like to feel good and shit. And a lot of my music is, when I talk about girls, it's always kind of like, oh, like, I was brokenhearted, or I love music more than you, girl. Like Charlie, you're number two. So, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, yo, let me get a little lovey-dovey shit, you know, going on every now and then, and, you know, just to please them, because I see that's effective, bro.
It's emotion, bro.
Yeah, like my Chula, that's my biggest track with MC Magic. That's my most streamed song on Spotify, Apple, all the way, and it's a love song. It's actually about, like, infidelity, but it still has to do with love and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They don't give a fuck what you say as long as it sounds lovey-dovey, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
They could be like, I was fucking your home, girl. And you're like,
with that MC Magic.
Yeah, with that MC Magic. Your home girl gave me head.
Yeah, the tongue box.
Yeah, like, bitch, why don't you give him head? What the fuck? That's what the song says. But
It's funny because, like, a lot of people, like, they dedicate my chula to their hyena, and it's like, bro,
and they don't even know what it's about?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just like, because of the title, dog. It's because of the title.
You could dedicate parts to it. Like, you will always be my chula. Like, you know, that's a cool part. But, like, then it goes, you were never mine to begin with, but friendship turned into love. Like, now.
What's like the other one you have? Like the Life's a Risk?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, fuck this shit. Like,
but that's more like aguitado way.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like I gave you everything, girl. Like I tried to make it work. And, you know, it didn't work out, bro. So a lot of, but that's still shit. People love that shit too. The heartbreak shit or the emotional shit. I just don't do a lot of, like I said, lovey-dovey shit. So, like, you know.
It's funny because you bring it up once. I don't know if you know those yesterdays. We had Bad Vic on here, and he said the same shit. He said that no matter how hard we are or try to be, dog, like, we all fucking love the, you know, like the love shit and with our girls and, you know.
It makes you feel good, bro.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
feel good music. You know what I'm saying?
It keeps it real. We all have emotions and shit one way or another, dog.
Well, the thing is, a lot of vatos, they try to be too hard, bro. They can't show vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can to an extent. You don't want to be a little soft-ass hyena either, dog. You know? But no, on some real shit, but like, but it's okay to express that side of yourself to an extent.
When I cry, I cry like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what don't look at it.
Tears go back in.
I cry, you know what I'm saying?
Don't let them out.
Nah, fuck that.
Hey, we've been talking about music, man, but we want to talk about before that. Before you got into it, you know, you were born in Oceanside.
Yeah, born in Oceanside, bro. I grew up like in Vista, my childhood years, Escondido. I was there from like 2nd grade to like 9th grade.
So is that why Raza is so big for you?
I don't know.
You know, growing up
I just always like, well, you know, my parents, they were born in Mexico, both of them. My mom from Aguascalientes, my dad from Tijuana. He was born in Baja California, I think. And but like I've always just naturally, my mom speaks puro español, way, and she speaks English. She can speak it, but like she talked to us in Spanish. And the little Spanish that I do know is because of her. Soy bien pocho, way, when it comes to español, but you know, I can understand it and I can speak it to an extent. But that's all thanks to her. You know what I'm saying? She did, but she never like taught us. She taught us by just talking to us. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching novelas with her and shit. You know what I mean? I grew up watching novelas with my mom.
That's already done.
What's your favorite novela?
Talking about soft and shit.
He's like, nah, I ain't say shit.
I can't talk about
this. Remember, was it Dos Mujeres Un Camino?
Un Camino, everybody does.
Classic.
And now that I think about it, you like they're so dramatic, bro, with certain scenes, and it's like, goddamn.
The slicer over the fucking.
And I'll be walking in, like she'll be watching some novela. I'm like, damn, like the hyenas on there are fucking pretty extreme scenes. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
see the zoom and the music drop, done.
The eyes.
It's funny, but like I guess just being around mi familia, way, and I'm like I'm the youngest in my family, so I had 2 older brothers, 3 older sisters, and just growing up like in Vista, we were around like, you know, the Chicano culture and shit. You know, they had the Vista homeboys out there. There's like little gangs out there, and everybody has some gangs. But that kind of brushes off for you. You know, I see my brothers and even my dad, the way he talk. Orale, Simon, orale, like
Simon.
He's real Tijuana in his slang. And like a lot of that shit comes from like the Tijuana part, like the certain like chido. The chido's more like Mexico. But there's like certain, like my dad used to talk real Chicano and shit, and that's where like I guess my brothers got that from him. And just growing up in Southern Cali, that's kind of, you know, same shit. Like if you're from LA, you're just around Raza, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think that just comes naturally to some of us. But then, you know, there's some Raza that don't really embrace the cultura as much, or they try to assimilate here in the U.S., which is nothing wrong with that. But like when you assimilate too much and you don't even like acknowledge your raza, or sometimes they get embarrassed about it. Like I notice certain things, you know what I'm saying, and I notice people like to follow trends, or even some of our young generation right now, they don't want to be too Chicano with it, even though that shit's coming back like crazy, bro. It never left, but I see like people embrace, like girls with the hoops, the flannels, the homies rocking high socks again. I don't know if Fools Gone Wild did something, you know what I'm saying?
They started a movement now.
You know what I'm saying? But I think
start checking out.
But also it's just social media. Everybody's like, the more we show our cultura, the more like, damn, like that shit's dope. Because we've always had a beautiful cultura, dog.
Of course, yeah.
And back in the day, people mainly like affiliated it with like gangs and shit.
Yeah,
but there's a lot more to us than that, you know, with the carne asadas, with the Dia de los Muertos. Because we have a mixture, like the Chicanos right here. We have our cultura here that's like Mexicans from the United States, from SoCal, like this, like we're different from, we're the originals right here, like with the Stilo, the Dickies, the Lowriders, and all that stuff. We like the blacks even copied that too with the khaki suits, the lowriders, you know, the blacks from LA and shit, like Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and NWA. That's a lot of Raza influence there, though. That's SoCal, you know. But we were the ones that started the lowrider shit and stuff. But in general, our culture on the West Coast is just beautiful. It's different, and then you mix that with the Raza, with our roots from Mexico and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because our parents and shit. It's a beautiful thing, bro, and it's very unique. And I've always just like naturally embraced it, and you know what I'm saying. And the older I got more into politics a little bit. When Trump was president, now I'm forced to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I don't like how he's talking, but it makes me look at everything as a whole and how like we don't get a lot of respect here as far as Raza in general, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the amount of work that we contribute to the country and shit. And we always seem to be, you know, that's how we were raised, like to not say nothing and shit, or just keep working.
Yeah, just look the other way.
Firme, but like at some point, homie, like enough's enough, dog. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of disrespect out there in different avenues, bro. And I address a lot of that stuff with my music. But you know, that's just me though. I don't like to stay quiet. And if I see something that bugs me or if it's disrespecting our cultura, I'm gonna speak on it, dog. So
well, that's one thing that I was telling these fools about, like your music. I grew up obviously in the 90s. I was born in '84.
Simon.
And one of my favorite old-time Chicano style rappers is or group is Delinquent Habits.
Okay.
Fucking, I love them. I love it because Chicano rap siempre lo han ponido con las gangs, you know. And I don't got nothing against that. It's just, it's not. Sometimes it's just they're talking about their lifestyle, which is cool, but it's more to that, like the Raza shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Delinquent Habits to me was always that, you know, and not only that, they mixed the trumpets, the fucking guitars. Like, bro, I remember watching them in La Hora Lunática. I don't know if you remember that show with Humberto Luna. They came out in there. They did a piece, and they sang, this is for La, no, it's not for La Raza, that's Kid Frost.
Kid Frost.
Tres Delincuentes.
Right.
And fuck, I fell in love with that group, right? And I got a chance to meet them, so
that's dope.
I've had my story with that. I met them in a photo shoot that a homie was doing, and then I became friends with them.
That's tight.
And now it's cool. Like sometimes Kimo calls me up, or I see him at events. Hey, what's up, Kimo? Hey, what's up, dog?
That's weird, man.
But that's what I was saying about your music. It was like that open your eyes.
Yeah. Thank you, dog. Thank you. I love that song.
Fucking hypes me up. And I know it's not like that. It's not like in a negative way.
Right. Like be proud of, like stand up for your
like, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker.
Exactly.
You know, and I know who we were talking about.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that kind of music. And so I was gonna say that's dope that you fucking focus on that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, dog. And it's just like you know, I have a platform. I'm not the biggest, you know, rapper there is as far as like fame and clout, but you know, I have a platform, dog, and I want to say some meaningful stuff. Like I said, I grew up on the Chicano shit, the gangster shit, and that's always gonna have a place with my music, and how I love that shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we have a lot more to offer than just that, and a lot of people, they just box us in with that gangster shit.
Simon.
And there's a lot of, I mean, that's the rappers, they speak about that, and if they live that life, they live that life. I respect it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we need more like hip hop.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Because I know you grew up during the same era as me. One of the biggest things I think that I used to hate, because I grew up watching hearing Power 106, right?
Right.
A lot of Chicano stuff was not being played.
Yeah.
Is it still the same thing? Because I don't listen to a lot of radio anymore, because obviously I stream shit.
Right.
Is it still the same way in that industry? Like from your point of view, like are we still not getting that exposure?
I think the industry is predominantly ran by the blacks as far as what's on mainstream music, But like nowadays, you don't need a record label. You don't need all that stuff you needed back then. Like you can create your own fan base.
Órale.
It takes time. It's a humbling experience, bro. Because I'm doing it right now, but I'm little by little gaining more and more fans. And I can name you like 30 rappers right now that you might not never heard of, but they're living good because they have their fan base, they have their niche. They might not be mainstream, but they have their hardcore fan base and shit.
Órale.
And but yeah, I think so. I think it's still harder for Raza to get more respect, but I think we're starting to gain that a little bit. Like more and more people are interested in our music. You know what I'm saying? If the more you hear it, the more you see it, and it's like, damn, these fools, they like, you know, they have their stories también. And then our lingo, like if we throw in, everybody loves Spanish music right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially the trap Spanish, like the Bad Bunny shit. You know what I'm saying? We can do stuff like that similarly, but that's not really like Chicano Raza.
Yeah,
it's different. That's more like Latino music, Spanish music, but still though there's a opportunity there because people are more open to hearing like
some corrido raps,
Raza shit. Yeah. Even what's that fool that Peso Pluma?
Peso Pluma?
He's blowing the fuck up, bro. Yeah. I had some white boy like, hey dog, you heard Peso Pluma? He's like, I like Mexican. He does Mexican music. I was like, damn, homie, like you guys like that shit now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that tells you. People, they just want to hear something different. Hip hop nowadays, to me, is garbage, bro. A lot of that mainstream shit is just stupid music. And
I agree, bro.
The same shit. Everybody's mumbling, and I'm not hating, bro, but like people are gonna get tired of hearing the same bullshit. And then when you're only young for a while, bro. Like when you're young, you like to follow the trend. Oh, that fool's hot. That's what's hot right now. But like your mind develops, bro, and you want to hear rappers that rap about real shit, bro. Yeah. That's why the real ones always last longer. You know what I'm saying?
And not to take away from rappers now, but what I take away from rap before, hip hop before, was the art, the storytelling.
Right.
You know, you're sharing a story, you're telling a story from start to finish, an experience, an emotion that you're feeling and shit.
Right, right.
And now, like, I try to listen to some of the lyrics, and it's just like, it goes from here to here to here, and it's like, damn,
there's
man.
no structure. It's just random.
Or they'll just throw some random shit out there, right?
Or the hook will be like a 90s fucking song or something now, specifically.
Yeah, that's a lot of the
So, yeah, man, but not to talk shit. It is what it is. Everybody has their cup of tea, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
but
exactly.
For me, man, it's about the art. That's what I take away. That's why I love, like, oldies.
Right.
You know, things like that. Just telling stories, listening to the lyrics, and just letting the music take you somewhere, you know? Even for that one song and shit.
Simon, and I think that's what I was telling my brother también, like I have a lot of music where there's messages, there's like a meaning behind it. So when I do my music videos, we try to implement that as well. We have a story, there's a storyline. The only thing with that is that it takes a lot of people, like there's a lot of people involved, there's actors, we got to do this story. You know, sometimes I'm like, damn, homie, like, let me just get a bitch here, have her twerk, low in the back, and let me just do some shit that everybody likes. And I could do that every now and then, but, like, just me, I just can't do it because I don't have songs where I just talk. I mean, I might have one or two because it's cool to do that. I can't, you know, I have to. As much as I'm always going to rep my raza and do meaningful music, it's okay to do a little shit like that just to show motherfuckers that I could do that too. And I can still rap lyrical. I can still get off lyrically. Yeah. It doesn't mean that I'm like slacking with my lyrics still. It's just the subject matter is about me smashing bitches or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, though. But I could do that in a lyrical way and still show the talent. But like if I just do a video like that, that shit might blow up more than all my shit. Yeah. Because I'm putting all this effort into this video. That, like you said, you got touched by Open Your Eyes, bro. Yeah. You know, it's like 17,000, but like views on YouTube. But like if I do some shit with bitches like that, that's gonna probably get a lot more views.
That's crazy though, huh? You have to fucking do something like that too.
You know what I'm saying? But the artist in me is like, nah, I don't want to do that. But that's part of hip hop culture too. So it's also like if I do it, it's not like I'm just gonna keep doing that. Like if I do that, cool. I don't think my fan base will trip, but like I'll assure them like, nah, that's cool. I had to do that. I want to show motherfuckers I could do that, but like I'm still gonna do my real shit. You got to be versatile, bro. Yeah. And you gotta because that shit might bring in people. And then like, if they like that shit, and then they hear my album, like, oh damn, like he raps about real shit too. So like, you gotta bring people in, bro. Sometimes you gotta do shit like that to make the message bigger, or so they can to make me bigger. That way, like, that gives me opportunity to rap about real shit when I'm at a bigger level también. So
do you? Do you well, I was gonna ask 2 questions, but I'm gonna be jumping back and forth. I guess my first one is, when did you realize you wanted to be a rapper? Like, at what age?
Damn, bro. Like we were talking about, like, we grew up in Escondido, 2nd to 9th grade. My brothers were a big influence on me with hip hop. They like introduced me to Tupac, and even like my sisters, they would like. I guess I liked Criss Cross a lot. Jump, everybody jump.
It's a hip song, you know what I'm saying?
Did you wear the pants backwards and shit?
Yeah, so they dressed me up. There's a picture of me. They gave me like, what do they call it? Like, they braided, like, or
yeah, the little braids and
the
shit.
braids or whatever. They braided my hair. I was dressed backwards. Apparently back then, there's videos of me too. Like, there was a group called Aztec Tribe from San Diego.
Okay, I've heard of them.
They were dope. They had a song called San Diego, California, and there's a video of me like 6, 7 years old, and I'm rapping it word for word, bro.
Oh, that's dope.
So I was like, damn. So maybe I just naturally had it. I was naturally drawn to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, my first true love was basketball. I used to play basketball. I wanted to be a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? I played in high school. I played in middle school teams, all that shit. But like, music just started taking over, bro. Like, I just heard more of it. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Pac. I was always writing my own shit, and then. Yeah, dog, and I just always known I wanted to be a rapper in a way. But like, I think like in middle school, high school, I always wanted a keyboard. I always told my parents, "Hey, buy me a keyboard so I can make beats and shit." So they bought me that. I was just stuck in my room making beats, bro. And so I just kind of just growing up, I always knew it, dog. I always had that musical talent in me, or that craving of it, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do something musically, and that's a beautiful thing, because a lot of kids, I always tell people nowadays, a lot of people don't know what they want to do. They don't know what their calling is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me to have it at such a young age, it gave me purpose in my life. But a lot of people might know what their calling is, but they don't go after it either, you know what I mean? They get stuck in situations. Like right now I have no kids, but that's benefiting me right now, because I can do all the things I'm doing. I can drive on a weekday wherever I want to go, and I could go out of town. I can go to Arizona, Boise, Idaho, and not worry about that. So it benefits me right now. But sometimes people, they might have a kid and it stops their dream or whatever. You know, not to say that you can't do that when you have a kid, but it just makes it more difficult, bro.
You're right.
But like, yeah, I've always wanted to be a rapper since a youngin', bro. Since like, I just always knew it, dog. So, and that's thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what I would do without music, dog. So
what's that feeling, bro? What's that feeling with the music that you feel in that moment, dog?
I don't know, bro. It's just crazy. It's like, I just want to do it all the time. Like, I'm always thinking about it. Right now, it's a little more stressful because, like, the music part is the easy part, bro. If I can write a song, I can hear a beat, I'm in the studio. When I'm in the studio, nothing can bother me. I can be stressing about a hyena. I can be stressing about life. But when I'm in the studio, like, that shit all goes away, bro.
It's your escape.
You know what I'm saying? And it just feels good. I always say it's like my second home. And it just feels really good to be in there. And it's just like, because I'm working, I'm doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when it comes to music and trying to promote or put money towards this, towards that, it gets stressful, and I'm always busy, to where I told people, like, damn, sometimes I just gotta make time for me to write music, because I'm always like, okay, what's the next show? I gotta sell these tickets. I gotta let me holler at this promoter, you know, whatever it is. Let me schedule this shoot. You know what I mean? I'm always doing something. I'm always busy. If you look at my IG, constantly busy, bro. But that's a beautiful thing too. Being busy is like a blessing también.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It shows that your work is being valued.
Because you gotta be driven también. You gotta have ambition, but you also have to take action with it. You know what I'm saying? We can have all these ideas and we want to do this. But a lot of times you just gotta take action, bro. And who cares if it's sometimes not everything's gonna work out the best, but there's always something to gain at every event I do. There's always a fan to gain, even if it's 1 or 2 fans. If I gained a fan, that's a productive day for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they'll buy merch later. They're gonna tell their homie about my shit. Hey, this fool's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I've done a lot of shows. Like, the one I just did, it wasn't that many people. It was like 20 people. But the one before, it was like 200 people. I've done a show with, like, not too long ago with Magic and fucking Bash and Lil Rod. That was like 1,000 people, bro. But it's the same energy. It's the same drive no matter what. Because whoever's there, that's my opportunity for them for me to move them and to captivate them and gain a fan, like I said. But and you gotta have that mindset, bro. Like some rappers, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy to go after anything in this life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a manager, you gotta work hard. You gotta show people that you're valuable and stuff like that. And no matter what you do, and it takes dedication, bro. And that's just what I'm doing right now. It's my journey, dog. So if you see me on IG, dog, I'm working, bro.
That's badass.
And it's crazy, bro, because I still have a full-time job, too, Monday through Friday. And, like, people trip out like, damn, like, you work, too? Like, yeah, bro, because a lot of people think I just live off of music. But that's good, though. If I can leave that impression, that's feedback. That's showing people like, damn, like this fool's so busy. They assume that damn he's living off of music. Yeah. Which I am making some money, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Just I still need that highlight to pay my bills and rent. But that the money I just reinvest in my music, bro. I don't touch my paycheck when it comes to studio time, when it comes to music videos, anything music related, I'm grabbing it from music money. You know what I'm saying? The music is generating money on its own, and that's me reinvesting in it. And that's the first step. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks like, you know, before I was touching my paycheck, like, oh, I got to get money from my paycheck to pay for studio time. I got to take money from my paycheck to pay for a music video.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm grabbing money from my music money. Oh, I got to pay my brakes, you know what I mean, on my car. I don't want to touch my music money because that's strictly music, but every now and then it's good to have that second income. Yeah. Even though I want to strictly use it for music, sometimes you got to pull out of it for your personal shit.
So it's been beneficial then?
Yes, but it took a long time to get there, bro, and a lot of people don't realize that for any artist out there, bro, you're going to be in negative thousands of dollars before you even start to make money, bro, and people don't understand that, or they just want to have a manager or have someone do the work for them and shit, and then at that point, you know, that fool's taking half your money, even if you're making money. But it takes time to make money, bro. You have to gain fans and all that shit. Unless you have like a one-hit wonder, which is rare. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever felt like giving up?
Nah.
I was gonna ask that too.
Nah, bro. I mean, I get stressed, and it's like, fuck, man. Like certain shows, it's like that. Why? Like, you know what it is, bro? It's like I have a good fan base. I have good talent. And every time I do a show, I kill it, bro. And the fans, they love it. And I gain fans. And it's just like, fuck, man. Like, I've done shows for so long to where there's certain promoters that still want to kind of treat me like I'm like, hey, here's like, if you want to do the show, sell these tickets. I'm cool to do that, bro. I'm cool. But, like, if I worked with you for years now, it's like, and you see what the fuck I could do, bro, like, throw me a fucking bone every now and then. I've been working with you for years, bro. Like, just hook a motherfucker up. But I might think that in my head, but I'm still going to do that show. I'm still going to sell tickets, you know what I'm saying, because it's an opportunity for me, and I understand the business aspect of it. If I'm going to do a show with the NB Riders and there's going to be 700 people there, I'm going to sell those tickets just to be there, and I sell merch. When I sell merch at my shows, I make bank, bro. So, like, you know, it just gets stressful because it's like, I know I'm dope, I know I'm sick, but it's just like, it also tells me you still got to get hired. Even if it's just for the fame or it's just for the following. Because it's not about the talent all the time. It's how many people can you bring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where you make your money, bro. Like I'm not needed at those shows. NB Riders are going to sell out regardless, right? Yeah. If you put my name on it, cool. I'll have some of my fans pull up. But if I'm not on there, they're still going to sell a good amount of tickets and sell out. So it's like, I'd rather be there than not. And I gotta be humble. Even though I think these things in my head, it's like, all right, homie, you're almost there. Just keep going, bro. Yeah. You know, because you know, and the promoters they do look out. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you gotta be vocal though. You can't just not say nothing. Like they know who they are, and I'll talk to them like, hey, fool, like, damn, homie, like how many shows am I gonna do for you, homie? Like fucking, you know, hook me up with this show, or just let me come on this one, and then they'll fuck with me, or they'll do deals where I can keep money with my tickets and shit. But with that said, I have shows where they're paying me, bro. I have shows where they're flying me out, where they're booking my hotel. I have a show in Texas. They're paying me $800. You know what I'm saying? Flight booked, hotel booked. I did a show in Hemet with NB Riders. One of my fans, they loved the set. They just hired me to do their fucking Sweet 16 for their daughter and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And right now, this weekend, I'm going to Boise, Idaho. They're paying for my flight. They're paying for my hotel. Last year in New Mexico, Albuquerque, I did a boxing event. I was rapping in the middle of the boxing ring, dog. And they paid me, dog. They paid for my flight, paid for my hotel. So, like, and that's part of where I get to my head, too, is like, look, bro, I could do shows. I'm making money, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's where that I guess that ego is like fool. Like, I'm not just some random fool. I'm at a certain level. Don't treat me like I'm here. That's all I'm saying. Work with me, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, even with all that said, like I said, I still value those opportunities, so I'm still gonna sell tickets. And that's what you got to do as an artist. You got to humble yourself, because if I'm not gonna do that show, what am I gonna do, bro? I'm gonna be at the crib chilling. I could have gained 80 new followers, you know what I'm saying, and sold a G in merch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's worth it for me to sell these tickets because I'm gaining fans always. Every show I do, I gain fans, and that means just as much as money to me, dog, or maybe even more, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's interesting? That first thing you said was no, you didn't feel like giving up. You never thought about it. Like, there's a fucking lot of haters, and everybody knows there's haters right now, and people just talk shit all the time. Do you have a good support system? Because, I mean, damn, dog, like, I've told this, well, there's times when I just feel like giving up on random shit, you know, and it's like, damn, dog, like.
Yeah.
Well, when you're passionate about something, dog, when you love it that much, when, you know, this is my calling, bro. It's what I'm meant to do, and I know that. So when you have that comfort of knowing it, and I know I'm talented, dog, and I can see it, and what helps me is just the reaction of people when I rap, bro. And then when they see me, damn, you were so dope, and like, you know, they were really captivated by it, and they see the talent. Like, I wouldn't be continuing to do this if I didn't see progress. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. I'm just slowly going up. Like, if I'm right here, just going like that, like for years, like maybe you know, it's just. But you know, a lot of times you'll have like dope ass rappers, very talented, but they don't want to work. And then you got rappers that are not that good, but they fucking hustle, bro. And it's like, you know, you gotta be like, it's hard to get both of them. A dope ass rapper that fucking hustles.
Yeah.
Like, that's me, bro. And I'm not bragging and shit, but I'm dope, but I fucking hustle, homie. Like, nobody's outworking me, dog. If you see my IG, I'm doing it. I'm hopping on every opportunity.
Is there a lot of hate in the community, in the rapping community, the Chicano rap?
I think
community?
so. I mean, with my fans, I don't get much hate on my IG. You know what I'm saying? Like, on TikTok, there might be haters and shit. Like, the main hate I got was from like the touchy subjects when I did the song "Proud People," like when I was addressing Blueface for the Carne Asada song. You know what I'm saying? That's like. That's where, like, you know, some raza are like, oh, you're over exaggerating, and then some black people were like, oh, you're using hip hop to talk about a black rapper. But then on the flip side, there was like black people like, yo, man, props to you for standing up for your culture, homie. We respect that. Salute. You know what I'm saying? And there's raza that fuck with you. Like, hell yeah, about time somebody says something. It's just 50-50 on certain topics. You know what I'm saying? Can they hate? I don't know if people can hate. They hate on my music, like my ability. I don't know about that, but maybe on certain subject matters. But, like, you know, there's always gonna be haters, and I'm not gonna be dope to a lot of people. You know, some people might, oh, he's all right, or he's whack, oh, he's not my style. That's fine, bro. There's legends in the game that I don't bump. You know what I'm saying? But I respect them because, you know, they do what they do or whatever. People like them. Yeah. You can't satisfy everybody, and as long as you know that, I don't let that. When there is hater comments, I don't really let it faze me, bro. And there's artists that. They can't stand to see a hater comment, and they let it get to them. Yeah. But I'm good at that. I'm really good at, like, I just shrug it away because I know there's more people that like it than don't.
You know what we noticed? At least I'm gonna say from my perspective, because we've had something similar happen to us recently.
Right.
You know, you talk a lot about Raza uplifting Raza. And sometimes the biggest haters used to always say, are the Raza.
Yeah.
And we consider ourselves a Latino podcast because we don't just speak about Mexican stuff. Even though I'm Mexican-American, I consider myself Chicano.
Same.
Right. Same thing with Cisco. And obviously you consider yourself Chicano, right?
Simon.
So we could all say Mexican stuff. We could talk about Mexican culture because we relate to it. But we do talk about Latino stuff, right? And we had a controversial post where I don't want to talk about it much, but we started getting haters when we started getting people that were with us and people that were with us against us. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, you can't let that shit get to you. Because at first we were responding. We didn't know it was going to blow up.
Right.
We were responding like, no, but this is what we meant. Like,
You can respond to an extent, bro.
Yeah,
But
it got overwhelming.
You can't change fools' minds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if they don't get your point of view,
Exactly.
at some point it's just like I said that at a Tony A interview. I think I was like, nah, if you don't get the disrespect on that Carne Asada video, I'm not even gonna bother explaining it to you, dog. I'm not gonna. Why am I gonna write on a comment? Well, you know what? Because of this and that. Like I already said what I said, bro. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You're just a pendejo in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, but that's the beauty of being a human too. You can disagree and you can agree.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different perspective on things, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
But all I can do is tell people my perspective and how I feel about it, and try to explain it in a not a reckless way, bro. Like I'm gonna be detailed and be like, look, I'm gonna make my point. So even if you don't agree with me, at least I can make you think, okay, you know what, he might have tiene razón, you know what I'm saying? But like some people just speak out of their ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's haters that do that, dog. Yeah, they just want to get a reaction out of you and make sure that fucking like they just want to get a reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Fools Gone Wild has them, what, net bangers?
Yeah.
It's just net banging, dog.
Net bangers, dog.
I want to ask you, bro, since, you're talking about all this and you talk about, talking about Raza and expressing your opinion and everything like that. Have you ever felt because of that you've been boxed in or kind of not put on certain shows because of it?
Definitely. I think I don't have the style of music like I was telling you guys earlier. Like it's not like popular, like mainstream type music. When I do the Raza stuff, when I do the political or like touchy subject, but at the same time, like the people, my following, like I got a solid little fan base on IG. Like 11,000 doesn't sound like much, bro, but that's hard followers, bro, and they appreciate when I speak about this shit. I'd rather have 11,000 diehard fans than have 80,000 casual fans, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of artists, I'm not shitting on nobody, they have a lot of followers, but then you don't really see them doing shows or selling out shows and shit. Like I've done my own shows, I've done my own events where I can bring 200 people. It doesn't sound like much, but like that's a lot of, if I'm doing my own show and I'm selling my own tickets, 200 people, do the math, bro. I'm keeping all that money, you know what I'm saying? I can throw an event where I benefit myself. And the thing about that though is that when I do those type of shows, I'm not really gaining new fans. That's my supporters coming, but that's me making money, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I do those other shows with the MB Riders, Little Rob, or whoever, because that's me getting exposure. But like you said, bro, I've had some rappers tell me some things like, some known rappers, they had mentioned like, they had mentioned me, like, oh, like, what about Hypnotic? I think I want to get him on a track. And he had some people tell him, like, oh, you know what? He's pretty political, dog. I don't know you want to do that. And then the homeboy was like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck, homie. Like, he speaks from his heart. Yeah. But that goes to show you some people might not have the same reaction as that rapper did. Like he don't give a fuck. Some rappers might. They have an image to protect, you know what I mean? They don't want to be too controversial.
The whole cancel culture bullshit too.
Right.
So
you
it's
know
like,
what I'm saying?
You gotta worry.
So it's one of those things where I don't know, bro. It could. I don't doubt it. But that gives me like people that know they can respect me for that. Like damn, like because everybody knows, bro, like this motherfucker's about I hate to say this, bro. I sound like a hater, but like everybody's on Raza shit now. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on this shit, dog. I got a line I just wrote, cause what I say, I go, motherfucker. I go, a lot of motherfuckers be pretending. I've been about my Raza before we was trending. I go. I have a song called Cholo Stilo, bro. It's one of my it's old. I dropped Cholo Stilo like a long time ago, and it's still like a fan favorite. But a lot of fans don't know about it because I dropped it before I had like 100 followers on Instagram, bro. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say, I go before I was even relevant. I dropped Cholo Stilo when Obama was the president. Like trying to say like I've been rapping about Chicano culture, Raza. 8 years ago, bro, 7 years ago, I go, when you degenerates was afraid of being Mexican or ashamed. Like, like a lot of fools, they weren't on that tip. But now, like, we're trending, and I get it. That's beautiful. I'm not hating on that. But I just question certain artists, certain rappers that are hopping on it because it's trending, bro. Like, that's firme, though. Like, it's cool. If that's what it takes for you to be about it, cool. But motherfuckers know who's one of the first ones like speaking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I just gotta tell it how it is, bro. Yeah. Like, go do the history. Go look at my old albums. Look at the subject matter, bro. I dropped an album in 2017. I have a track called Minority. I have a track, like I said, Cholo Stilo, and I'm talking about similar shit that I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been there. I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can say, and no one does. Everybody knows that I'm pretty genuine about my shit. You can just hear it in the lyrics, and you can't deliver, you can't get touched by it, and if it's not real, bro. You know what I'm saying? To open your eyes and shit. So like, you can hear the passion in that shit.
Not only that, but it's something relatable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it relates, you just fucking feel it, bro. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, man. But yeah, no, I think you're right, bro. It could be detrimental to an extent, like to certain artists, but some artists don't care. But at that point, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not here to depend on anybody. I can hop on all these shows. I can do this. I can work with this artist. I can work with that artist. At the end of the day, I got to make my shit happen myself, bro. And if I could get help along the way, cool. But I'm not counting on it, bro. I'm going to make it happen regardless. If I don't do a show with Envy Riders, I'm going to do a show with Capone. If I don't do a show with Capone, I'm going to do a show with this fool. I'm going to do my own show. You know what I'm saying? I'm somehow, some way, like, shit's going to get done, bro, regardless.
What's a rapper that you haven't worked with that you want to work with? What's a Chicano? Who's a Chicano rapper?
Lil Rob.
Lil Rob?
Yeah. No hesitation.
I know for real.
I was going to say that. I was going to ask you. Obviously, you grew up in San Diego, right?
And you grew up, yeah.
Well, San Diego County. Mm-hmm. Well, if you grew up in the 90s, you know Lil Rob. Mr. Shadow.
I have a song with Shadow.
Oh, you have a song with Shadow?
Yeah, it's called Fuego. It's one of my first ones.
All right.
That's pretty firme, dog.
So I was gonna ask you that. Who was a major influence?
Shadow was my favorite, bro. Shadow. What I loved about Shadow, dog, was a lot of times, like you said, when you grew up in the 90s, a lot of these Chicano rappers, they all wanted to sound like Little Rob, bro. They wanted to have that accent. They kind of had it forced. Little Rob's feeding because he's the first one to do it, and it was legit. He had that high-pitched, but like, Simon, like, you know, he just, the vibe, yo, you know what I mean? Like, but everybody was trying to copy him, dog. And like you said, it's like, damn, like, just do your own shit, bro. But Shadow came out, was like, damn, this motherfucker spitting, bro.
Shit, that song Till I Die.
Introducing, seducing your mind, you know what I mean? Everybody in the hood, throw your hands up in the sky, represent where you're from, because it's they go till I die. It is I, Mr. Shadow. Like, he was spitting, dog, and he was like, Shadow's on the mic, 619 until my coffin closes. I'm ready to lyrically abuse, you know what I mean? He was like, damn, this Mexicano spitting, bro. And he sounded hard. He didn't sound like he had a forced accent. You couldn't really tell if he was Mexican or not. Some people thought.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing was that I hated was pendejos like in high school were like, oh, he wants to be black. Like, why? Because he doesn't have an accent, bro? Because he doesn't want to sound like Little Rob? You know, so I would get like in arguments defending Shadow and Little Rob, dog.
Well, because there was, at one point, there was beef between.
They still, right? I don't think they talk still, but.
Oh, serio?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I know Shadow had an interview with Capone like last week. Okay. I heard that he addressed that, so I don't know if they're cool or not. I haven't had a chance to see the whole interview, but yeah, Shadow was my favorite, bro. To this day, I've given him props. I think he's the best Chicano rapper as far as like bars and what he was like, just pure talent as far as rapping, like hip hop. You get what I'm saying?
You know who I used to fuck with? That was from I think he's from Diego too. But he rapped in Spanish. Well, he rapped in English too. Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo. Yeah.
He's hard. I used to bump that shit, dog, so that my dad get mad because I didn't have a good relationship with my dad. He was talking about like El Diablo, fucking blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, oh.
And they took a literal shit, like talking about the devil.
My dad would be like, "Este way que trae," but it was more like I was trying to fuck with my dad, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get along with my dad, so fucking Diablo, fucking. Dude, like, he was a fast rapper, dog.
That's crazy. You said that, bro, because I don't have the best relationship with my dad either, you know what I'm saying? He passed away 2007, you know, descansa en paz, you know what I'm saying? But you know, he was still there, and he expressed his love the way old school padres do, dog, you know what I'm saying? Just by paying for the rent and having food on the table and shit like that. But we were bumping, we would go to Vista to visit like familia and shit. when we moved to Hemet, right? We were living in Hemet, and we would still go there to visit my sisters or whatever, and then and my nephews and nieces. On the way home, we would bump music. I would tell, hey, Dad, put this in, and it was Señor Sombra. It was Mr. Shadow, but his Spanish album, and the first song that came on was Soy Mexicano. It's a dope ass track. Soy Mexicano. Verde, blanco y colorado. Somos millones, andamos por todos lados. Mexicano, como el 5 de mayo. Revolucionario, si te busco, te hallo. Hasta el día que yo me muera, voy a representar mi raza y mi bandera. You know what I mean? So he's speaking about raza. Yeah. So, like, you know, my dad didn't say nothing. He was probably like, okay. And then he has a line, vengo de familia pobre, orgulloso por mis jefitos por darme mi nombre or something like that. Yeah. So he was okay. And then the next song, he was rapping about like drug dealing, like moving llaves across the border.
He's
and
like,
that.
What the fuck?
No sabes nada, no esta vida que vivo yo. And then he goes like, he's like, you know, like I'm bringing coke in through the border in Spanish. And then my dad, fool, he got so fucking mad, bro. He was driving. He's like, ¿qué es este chingadera? I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like. En la primera canción está diciendo que está bien orgulloso de sus jefitos y ya está hablando de pinche roga. He started hitting the steering wheel, bro. Like even my mom's like, cálmate, like, calm down, like, you know.
Did he ban you from listening to that shit?
No, but that was crazy, fool. So then, like, and I was like tripping on him too, like that. Why you hating on that shit? That shit like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like you said, like we don't get along with him as much, or we're like, I was like, so the next song where Shadow was talking, he was talking. It was a diss to Diablo actually, and he was saying some shit, and I was like, yeah, Dad, like hear that fool, you know what I mean? Like he's telling you to shut up. You know what I mean? But then my dad's a trip fool, cause then like a week later or some shit, he get drunk like pretty much every night, bro. He drink, act a fool a lot sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Personal shit, you know what I mean, that I seen and but you know, unfortunately a lot of that shit is normalized because it's normal, that's how it is, but it's really not, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that we've seen that we shouldn't have seen, or like how we grew up, it's not normal, but we just learn how to, like, that's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But so he got drunk, fool, and then he liked to take a bath, right? He's like, mijo, come here. He's like, pon esa canción, put that rapper on again. I'm gonna take a bath and he must smoke and drink my shit. And he wanted to hear. That's so I was like, Dad, you were just talking major shit. You were going crazy, and now you want to just relax and hear it. It's like, what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna tell me. No, I thought you were gonna say he got mad and he's like, vamos a poner música mexicana buena, and he puts corridos where they talk about drugs.
No,
and shit.
yeah, exactly. No. But he actually wanted me to play the same album. I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, dude, you just went crazy. You almost crashed because you didn't like it, and now you want to hear it. Dog, it was weird, bro.
It was badass.
It's funny that because our dads and shit, when they're all drunk and shit. Because I mean, Pablo, dog, like everybody's had that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you said, it's come normalized. There can go one of two ways, dog. Either they get fucking emotional with Chente, or they get fucking hardcore and all angry and shit. Yeah. There is no middle ground, dog. It's I'm going all fucking sad. One
extreme or the other one, yeah.
For real.
Hey, there's a post, a funny ass post, and I sent it to my nieces, and it says she's like sleeping, right? And then you can hear like her. It says her tío, cuando tus tíos, they stay up late after the party and they're going crazy, they're arguing, you know what I mean? And she's like, oh my god, you know what I mean? And it was funny. That shit made me laugh, dog. And I was like, that shit's funny as fuck. I even sent it to my niece. I'm like, hey, your uncle. She goes, oh my god, after every party, you know what I mean? Because we get our brothers when we get heated, or if it's a fight we watch, or if our team lost in the playoffs, or if this is party, we just get emotional. No, too much tequila, dog, too much pisto, and you get emotional. Like you said, you either vibe to Chente or it turns into some gangster shit, or it turns into some scuffle.
That shit just happened last week. Sound guy's my brother, right? And we were having a family get together for Mother's Day,
right?
And it was just the brothers, my brothers, him, my other brother, and my sister, and her girlfriend, my dad, and we started playing poker. We play poker. Because my dad showed us how to gamble, right? Since I was a little kid. Okay. And we fucking play poker, but we don't like playing with my dad because that fool gets crazy.
He does, dog. He does, dog.
For $10, that fool gets crazy.
For real.
So we were playing and shit. And before you know it, we started arguing with each other. Like, these fools were getting mad. I was like, Dick, I don't know what you fucking call that shit. And then it was like, nah, fool, you fucking play stupid. And then, like, literally, it turned into, my mom's out there, it's Mother's Day. And my mom was like, ya, cállense, cállense. And we're like, no, espérate. Nah, hey, fool, you fucking stupid, dog. Pa, tú no digas ni madres. Dog, it's just crazy.
Crazy, dog.
But you know, low-key, your mom likes that shit, dog, because she's used to it. She's like, this is my family right here and shit.
Oh, man, that's crazy, dog. And then, like, what I was, back to that post real quick. So I was cracking up, bro. And then I started reading the comments. A lot of people were laughing. Oh, I remember that. That was funny. You know what I mean? But then there was people that were, I guess, traumatized by, oh, well, you know what? That shit wasn't actually funny. Like, it's sad that it's normalized. Like, that's stuff that I still remember. And then you had the Mexicanos like, oh, you're just soft. You know? That goes back to the soft shit. On each other. But it's like, you know what? And like, I thought it was funny as fuck, fool. But then for some people, everybody's different. It might have hit them a little different. And we don't realize, for us, we grew up that way. It's normal. Yeah. But you don't want at the end of the day, you probably don't want your kids to see that a lot. You know what I mean? They're scared.
Of course not, yeah.
We're grown men, bro, and we're screaming and getting crazy, getting in our face, like, you know. And there's sometimes, it looks scary, bro. And they're probably like, damn, like, nah, those are my uncles, like. So, I get it, bro. But like, for me, it was funny, maybe because I'm just used to that lifestyle, the drama, but our family's a lot more chill now. Like, we used to get in drama a lot, like at parties, but now it's like, you grow up, bro. You don't want to show the kids all that. Like, we're gonna have our moments, you know what I'm saying, where we get heated about things. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm never gonna fucking throw a swing at my brother, dog. You know what I'm saying, and vice versa. But you're around us, you guys would be like, yo, it's dog, they're gonna fight, bro. Like, no, we don't. Like, it's crazy, but
you ever say like, chinga tu madre, güey. Like,
it's your mom, dog.
No shit, huh? My bad. Chinga tu papá, güey. That was different.
You know what's funny, dog? My mom told me that shit. Chinga tu madre, and I'm like, wait, you're my mom. I swear, I'm like, tú eres mi madre.
Chingame, güey. What the fuck? That is crazy, man.
That shit was funny, dog.
Yeah, but that's real shit, though, bro. Like, I mean, everybody takes it differently, bro. Yeah. And the thing is, growing up seeing that, I don't want to be that way, bro. Yeah. That's how I took it. But you never know. There could be kids that emulate that. Oh, that's how it is. That's how my dad was. Mm-hmm. So you never know. It's really up to the individual.
To be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna say it, because I grew up that way. I grew up in a fucked up household. Not with my mom. My mom was cool. But my jefe, he was an alcoholic too. He was drinking. Right. I would wake up drinking, sleep drinking.
I don't know how my dad went to work, fool.
That fool would drink on the job, fool.
Shit face pedo, and then he still wakes up.
It's that Mexican, dog. It's that Mexican.
Crazy, that's the only thing I give. I tell my mom. I tell my dad, because I've learned to forgive my dad now. It's been years of fucking shit that I had against him. Right. And I'll sit there and I'll be bullshitting, and I'm just like, hey, pa, I'll tell you one thing. And this is the way I talk to my dad. And, I mean, whatever the fuck you think, and if you judge me, that's on you. I go, Pa, ¿sabes qué? You're a piece of shit growing up to me. Because that's how he was with me.
Right, he kept it real. Yeah.
Exactly. And he knows how I mean it. He knows I'm not trying to down fucking play him or anything. ¿Sabes qué, Pa? Tú eras mierda cuando estábamos yo chiquito. Pero te voy a dar una cosa. You taught me how to be a good worker. Because I don't give a fuck how drunk you got. You get up and you go to fucking work. Yeah, I don't know how you function.
That's crazy.
That's one thing I give him. He was a hard worker, and I think that's where I get it from.
That's a lot of them. That's how they express their love, bro. Who they working for? They're working for you.
Exactly.
They're working for the familia, dog. Yep. They gotta put up with you, and they're dicks to you. But then I still love you though, because I'm working for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Plus, like you said, bro, maybe that's how they grew up too. Exactly. Like, they grew up the same way, bro, so they don't know.
Abuelo might have been the same way. And that's what I heard. I heard my grandpa was crazy. I heard stories too. So, it's a, ¿cómo dice?
Generational trauma?
Yeah. Generational trauma?
Yeah, cycle, curse.
And it's our job to break it, bro. And you know what, people, like you said, people talk shit out no matter what, right? Yeah. But like you said, everybody takes it their own way. But we got to be able to look back at it, bro, and interpret it however we want. You laugh at it, I laugh at it. We've had comedians that talk about their generational trauma as comedy. Right. You speak through it through hip hop. Right. Everybody expresses it their own way, bro. So we're all entitled to do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. Like that's what I noticed. Cause I was laughing at it, and then like when I saw like comments of people like really like, oh, that wasn't feeding me. Like it was, it was actually And then I didn't like that people were talking shit to them.
Yeah.
Let them be. Like, okay, just let them, like, why you gotta say they're soft? That's how they took it, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. Like, why can't we just be like, oh, I didn't realize that. Like, I thought it was funny. But, like, nah, you're soft. This new generation. Which I get. The new generation, you know. But at the same time, bro, you know, there's certain things where it just, we normalize a lot of shit. And that's just kind of how it is, bro, because, you know.
You don't want to say nothing. That goes back to you.
And it's less drama. It's easier to just know it's there, but también like, okay, we just deal with it. That's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Con eso, güey, dame otro chela.
Oh, yeah. You want to
Same, dog, same.
Fuck it, shot.
You know what's fucked up, bro? And I brought this up a lot. This is what I don't like when I talk about certain shit, but
you want me to put this
it's a fucking time where you're either all the way, dog, this way, or you're all the way this way. No matter what, in any argument, any discussion between two people,
right,
it's like you're extreme this way or extreme that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't find that middle common ground, bro. Like that understanding. You know, like, hey, let him be and shit. He feels this way. He's on that side of it. Like, that's how it affected him. Let him be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we have to fucking fight about it. So I don't get that, bro.
And that's how it is nowadays with politics.
Even politics.
With anything, bro. I mean, I didn't follow politics growing up, but I don't think it was ever this divided.
It's not, bro. It wasn't.
Where you can't even fucking, like I said, I go in a song, I go, it ain't even norteños, sureños, or Bloods and Crips. It's Democrats and Republicans, and nobody fucking wins. When will it fucking end? You know what I mean? It's like, and that's what it is, bro. That's the new gang, bro.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers hate each other, bro. Yeah. And they'll kill a motherfucker. They do it. They're shooting motherfuckers. Like, it's crazy, bro. I don't know, but that's probably by design. También, if you think about it, you know what I mean? Like,
they don't hate each other, bro. They hate us.
Yeah.
Right.
Republicans and Democrats, they're the same shit, dog.
No, exactly. It's like they say, like, you're voting for the two lesser evils or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, like, they have the people, they have us hating on each other as far as
that exactly.
The
that's what I was gonna
the
say.
Democratic Party, the people that I'm a Republican, fuck that liberal, you know what I mean? And
exactly.
They just talk shit to each other all the time, and there's, like you said, there's no middle ground within conversations within gente.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they normalize that shit because, como dices, like when Trump won or when Trump was before he got into office. At least I thought I knew racism existed, right? Because I was in the military, and I think you talk about that too, and open your eyes.
I do, bro.
Where you're like, they don't even want you, and you're serving, and they don't even do nothing. And I experienced it. I used to tell this fool, like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying, dog? I remember when I was in Japan, we had our own clica. Right. When I was stationed in Japan, dog, you could have swore we ran the base. Like they started investigating us because they thought we were a gang.
I heard I had a fan reach out to me, and he was in Afghanistan and shit. He sent me a picture of him in a tank y todo. He told me similar shit. He's like, hey man, he's like, they hate us, bro. He goes, we work harder than all those white fools. We're better than them. We work harder. We're stronger. We have that, and they try to break you down, like, fuck your roots, fuck your tattoos. And that's what they do. They pretty much, that's what he was saying. He's like, they try to strip you from your roots and shit like that. Which I get. You're fighting for the country, right? I mean, but is that necessary? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, that's up to you as an individual.
And it's not everybody, bro. And I'll be honest, like, I remember when I first joined, I had a homeboy who I used to run with real close. And he was all about the Chicano culture. Like, he's the one that taught me. Like, I ran with this fool. I've known this fool the same amount of time as that guy, but I stopped talking to him because I started noticing I was getting on the wrong path. And when I first told him, like, I was getting in trouble here. I was getting, fucking juvenile hall. I was 18 and I'm still getting fucking in trouble, dog. I'm facing real time. Right. If I get fucked up, right? If I get in trouble. And I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And I joined the military. And when I joined that fool, the first thing he tells me was like, dog, you're going to get brainwashed. What the fuck you doing? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I remember thinking that and going into the military.
With that mindset already?
With that mindset. And I'm like, fuck, like, how are they going to brainwash me, dog? You know what I'm saying?
No, fool. Like, you're like, what are they going to do? They're going to put a chip in me and all that shit? They're going to fucking
put that little wheel and shit.
Manchurian Candidate, where was that?
But it wasn't like that, though. In my experience, I saw, like, I was able to survive. Like, I love the military. Like, I'm never gonna talk bad about the military.
Right.
I love that I was able to serve for this country, which is where I live in. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in Mexico because it's fucked up.
Of course.
But like, I learned to survive it. What I mean by that is, like, I knew the rules. I always say there's rules in life. Some people are like, but I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, dawg, then you're gonna be eaten alive. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all about. I've always told this when with other guests. I'm all about, like, let's change shit because we need to.
Right.
But también hay que ser smart about it. You can't just go and attack these motherfuckers full force.
Right.
They'll eat you alive, dog.
Of course.
So in the military, I survived. I was like, fuck it. I know where I stand. I know who runs this shit. I know what it's about. I'm just doing my time. Me salí, and I'm good. That's why I didn't become a lifer. I noticed a lot of my friends that are either Hispanic or Chicanos, they became lifers now, and their mentality changed. Right. And I think that's where the brainwashing part comes into play.
Right.
Because now they're like, you're a Trump, or...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, when we were in, you were not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyways, that's just my 2 cents on that.
No, but it makes sense, bro. I mean, I think that was good insight right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, maybe if you would have stayed longer, it could have happened. But at the same time, it's up to the individual. Exactly. But at the same time, people's life experiences, maybe they're appreciative, man. This country provided me. They probably have good benefits and stuff from the military and all that. The country's taking care of them, bro. Yeah. But there's a lot of scenarios where they don't también, bro. Exactly. And it's all an individual. You know what I'm saying? They're like all the immigrantes.
Veterans, I always tell him the same thing. Exactly.
They fought for the country. You know
we don't need you. Get the
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, bro. 100%.
And they target Raza, like when they recruit.
Exactly.
They target the people in the ghettos and shit and in the barrios and shit because we don't have the means to go to college. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Like you said, like, what am I going to do? I'm not speaking for you, bro, but a lot of people might be in that position. I just met a girl when I did a show in Arizona, and she was telling me that, she's in the military. She's going to be stationed somewhere. I was like, what made you want to go in the military? She goes, well, I can't afford college. I was like, so there's a lot of reasons that people do that. It's not like it's their number one choice, but it's hard. It's hard to survive, bro. Like, a lot of us were poor and we can't go to school, so we're gonna do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a choice. Yeah. And a lot of times people do get taken care of, but a lot of times they don't. También. I mean, it's just it's up to the individual. I'm always curious to know, like, how do people end up the way they do? You know what I mean? Because there's people that are taken care of and there's people that are not. And there's people here on Skid Row that are veterans or whatever that are homeless. It's like, ¿qué pasó? And right now, lately, what's been bugging me is you see all these, like, Fort Hood and shit with Vanessa Guillen, and there was another
girl,
Ana Basualda Ruiz, dog, and it's like, why? And then Brandon Javier Alvarez, that was one that impacted me a lot, bro. That's what influenced Open Your Eyes, the second verse. He's a Marine and shit, and that's a lot of sketchy details behind these deaths, bro. These suicides, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why is it happening to Latinos or to Mexicanos and shit? It just makes you think, bro. Because we know the Huda's crooked out here. You know what I mean? They have gangs. A lot of that shit's coming out right now. The gangs are deep in the
There's actually an investigation right now going on.
There's a lot going on, bro. And that's here in the public eye. When you're on base, bro, the higher up, like, nobody knows what the fuck's going on in there. That's their own country, dog. On base, they control everything, bro. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have some crazy lyrics on a song and shit that I haven't released. I wrote it, but, like, you know, that stuff I'm passionate about, and it's like what's going on these military bases, dog. Like are they targeting Latinos and shit? Like, I don't know. I mean, and then it's the same thing. It's a community, right? So they're gonna have their crooked motherfuckers on there. They're gonna have murderers in there too. Like, there's murderers, there's rapists, and everywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In the priesthood, in the military, wherever it is, there's a group. There's a lot of people there, dog. But the thing is, if there's a superior general or something that's fucking
allowing it or pushing it,
or he's the one that's doing it and they're protecting him because that's, you know what I mean, Ken Sabe, he has all the power, like
bro, you be surprised all the stories you fucking
I've heard of,
you know, crazy, like, you know, like I know, like, I'm not gonna say shit, but I saw motherfuckers selling drugs there, you know, prostitution,
right.
Fucking gangs.
It's like civilization.
Exactly.
That's what I said. It's a whole civilization.
I used to always say, people think that, I was like, fuck, I was a Marine, right? I was like, fuck, they think Marines are badass. And I was like, nah, there's that fucking 10% that
Everywhere, dog.
Crazy.
Yeah. Everywhere.
They're trigger happy. Same with the cops. A lot of people that go in the military, they want to kill a motherfucker and do it legally. Cops too. They want to kill a motherfucker legally. They want to kill. There was a article that came out a few years ago. A lot of white supremacists are trying to be in the military. They're trying to be cops to purposely fucking fuck with minorities and shit. They want to kill us, bro. Like a lot of these fools are trigger happy, bro. Yeah. And it's not that hard to be a cop, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know people that are cops, and it's like
we did too, bro. We know people too.
It's not that hard, bro.
It's like, dog, you shouldn't be a cop, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the point, bro. It's like, there's always gonna be bad apples. Yeah. And then some people take advantage. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be a cop so they can do shit. They want to kill somebody. Like, oh, you know, I thought he was gonna shoot me. You know what I mean? Just crazy motherfuckers, bro. But
we got to start calling these people out, bro. Like, I think that's the one thing that has to change, you know? Specifically, you know, like, people got to get called out, man. You know, you start seeing this shit with, you know, the Epstein shit. You start seeing all kinds of other shit. And it's like, bro, some of these people in power, no matter how much power you got there.
There's too much protection, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And then the people that do speak out, mysterious deaths and all this shit. Like you just said, me being political to my degree, there's already talk at my low-ass level compared to the world, like, oh, we don't want to rap with him because, you know, he might be It's like, dog, you know what I'm saying? And like, so you gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? Like Pac was very outspoken and shit. That's why I love Pac, bro. That's my biggest influence.
Pac is badass.
And he had that military mindset because of Afeni, his mom and shit. His mom, Black Panthers.
Black Panthers, yeah.
So it was like a perfect combination, bro. He was just so fearless, pero también tenía un grande corazón. And then that structure that he had from his parent, from his mom, and it's just it was a beast. And he's talented and he touched the world, bro. But he held his people accountable también. Yeah. He goes, only God could judge me.
That's one of my favorite songs.
And they say it's the white man out to fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing. Yeah, I can't, like, you know what I mean? It's like he's still keeping it real. Like, there's racism, there's all this bullshit that we face, but también amongst ourselves, we're over here killing each other. Like, and that's what you got to respect about Pac. I mean, he saw both sides, because a lot of us we bitch a lot. Oh, well, they're doing this to us or doing that, but what the fuck are we doing ourselves también? You know what I mean? We got to hold ourselves accountable también and be better. So it's like. And that's why, like, in a way, dog, I emulate Pac. And I'm not ashamed to say that, bro. I want to be what Pac was to his people for my people. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the music comes from. That's the influence, dog. So.
No, I was just going to say that shit right now, dog, because, you know, you talk about, like, going hard at some, like, shit. Like, he had his gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he had his G shit. And then he toned it down and talked about the shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then he had the Dear Mamas, too. And he still had the love, the keep your head up to the ladies. Yep.
Changes, he had all that shit, dog. So he was everywhere. That's dope.
But that's what makes a great artist is the versatility también. You know what I mean? And you know why people like him? Because that's a human being, bro. We have all kinds of emotions. We're not always perfect. You know what I mean? There's a lot of rappers that try to portray themselves as a perfect human being. And with Pac, you saw his flaws. You saw his good stuff. You saw him happy. You saw him mad. You saw him sad. We all go through that, bro. Yeah. And people are afraid to show anything negative or, like, you know, you just gotta be genuine, dog. Yeah.
He would share his emotions, dog.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly, bro. And that's why he's the best, bro. It's not always just about lyrical ability. He was a good lyricist. He's a great lyricist. And like Eminem, like crazy ass syllables, crazy metaphors. But like Pac just conveyed it. Like when you hear his voice, you hear his passion. Oh, yeah. You can hear when he was sad. You know what I mean? Like there's a way to deliver. Simone. And that's what draws us. Like, damn, like you hear that emotion, like, damn, you feel it, bro. Yeah. And then because a lot of fools like to talk shit about Paulo, he wasn't the best lyricist, he was a poet. They always say he's a poet. Yeah, I get it, he's a poet. He had lyrics, fool. He had dope lyrics. Yeah. But he also just had that fucking sweat ass voice and conveyed the emotion. That's at least from my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, bro.
Nobody can duplicate that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I know we've been getting lost in. We could go on and on. But we do have a segment that we do. I don't know if he explained to you, but before we get there, we did something today. We asked. My phone's been ringing. It's probably because of that.
All right, the number one question that was number one at that time.
Let me look up some of the questions because
So what'd you guys do? Yeah, tell them what you did.
So we went on and we posted something on our story, and we said who our guest was gonna be, and we said, hey, anything you want us to ask.
Right.
And people fucking started hitting us up and shit. And here, I'm gonna read some of these.
The ladies, dog, the My Chula song, dog.
Bro.
Hopefully they're not married.
All right. So one of the biggest questions that somebody asked, I'm not gonna say the name. I'm gonna keep it anonymous. Are you talking to anyone? They want to know if you're talking to anyone. You don't have to answer. You can be like,
You're like, I'm talking to you.
I'm not talking to nobody in a serious manner. You know, there's a few girls that I talk to, but like I'm just so busy and focused on music that a lot of times I might not even allow myself to get close. I'll be real. There was one that I was talking to, and you know, it turned into that same thing. Like I'm doing music, and it's just hard for a girl maybe to be with somebody or to like understand my position right now. I'm not gonna be in a relationship right now because I can't afford. Not that I can't afford it, but it threatens my career right now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my mindset right now. But I'm open to slowly develop. I can't be rushed. That's what it was. I felt rushed.
That's how it
to
should
be
be, bro.
honest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. But I'm not talking to nobody seriously.
okay. Hey,
You heard it?
nice and slow, okay? Nice and slow.
Busting a nut out here.
We got
Nice and slow.
how do you? Somebody asked, how do you pick your set list when going to shows?
How do I? Like we just talked about it.
Yeah.
It depends on who If I do my own show, I have more freedom to make it longer and incorporate songs I normally wouldn't, because I'm performing for fans that know my shit.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing a show with like a Little Rob or MC Magic, or it depends. I've done shows with DJ Quick with The Game, where I'm gonna do more of that West Coast shit, that hard shit. I'm not gonna do my chula there. But when I was doing those shows, I didn't have my chula. But now chula is like a mandatory, because that's my biggest hit.
Gotcha. Everybody knows that shit.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess it just depends on the artist. It depends on the style. Like NB Riders, I'm gonna throw in, like I said, some of that lovey-dovey stuff. But I always gotta hit them with that hard shit. But then, like I've done shows for like the indigenous community and shit, like indígenas and like the danzantes and shit. They invite me out to Mexican New Year and shit like that, and that's where I do like my revolutionary shit. Like,
That's fucking dope.
the uplift the
That's
Raza.
dope.
But I feel like I gotta do that at all the other shows too. I shouldn't just limit it to that. So I always try to incorporate some of that real Raza shit in all my shows regardless. But when it's like a show like that, like Mexican New Year or something like that, I'm gonna do all the Raza
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, DJ Quick, dog, underrated, by the way.
Yes.
I think
Producer
DJ Quick,
también,
DJ
too.
Quick is fucking dope.
Yeah, he's
fucking
he's a
dope.
legend.
Well,
bro.
he's been around forever, dog.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people, like, they still don't realize, how good he is, too,
Right.
man. He's fucking sick.
Okay, I think some of these you've already answered, so I'm not gonna ask it. They all talk about what got you into music, what inspired you to start music. So I'm gonna go to another one. This one I think is pretty cool. I don't think we addressed it, so that's a good question. How do you balance your personal life with your music career?
You don't sleep as much as you probably should. I think just the willingness to hop on opportunities and the willingness to drive. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to do my music. So personal life is personal life. I have a job, I'm gonna be there. I have to be there, right? Mm-hmm. That's my hours I put in for the company. What the fuck am I gonna do for me? I'm gonna go home and sleep. I'm gonna go home, I'm tired. Nah, bro, like, yeah, I'm on my phone a lot. Everybody knows that, but I'm being productive. I'm reaching out to fans. I'm letting people know about my show. I'm letting them know, hey, I got this merch. I got this. I got that. Hey, do you have Spotify? Do you have Apple? I'm on my phone, but it's productive, bro. And then I'm planning things out. So the amount of hours I'm putting in for this company, I better match that for my career, for my company, my brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even. I have to have my job right now. I can't live off of music. So I'm balancing that. Like, by going all out with music, I'm making sure that hours are distributed. Like, I gotta give myself a shot, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like, dude, let me quit this job and I'll have 50 hours to go put even more towards music a week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's tempting, but like, we got bills, bro. This is a real life, bro. Ain't nobody gonna pay my bills. Ain't nobody gonna pay my rent. So, you know, I can't just recklessly quit. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time, bro, and that's where I'm at. I'm at that place where, like, damn, bro, like, imagine what I could do with 50 more hours a week.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a risk. But life's a risk, I'm not.
That's one of my favorite quotes.
I want to ask you, bro, right now that, you know, you're talking about, you're always grinding and shit, right? No sleep and all this. Are you enjoying the ride, bro?
Yes.
A lot of
I stress, but it's good stress. I always say if I'm stressing, if I'm tired at work, but I had a show the night before, I'm cool. Like, in my mindset, I don't give a fuck. I had a show. It was productive. Yeah. I wasn't just drinking at the crib or, you know what I'm saying? And back to that question, too, I balance personal life. I always prioritize familia. If I'm available, or if familia is throwing a party, or if it's my nephew is performing the saxophone, or my niece is graduating, or whatever, I'm going to try my best. If I'm not booked, I'm going to go. I'm going to go there. And I'm always going to choose familia before the homies, before, like, friends and shit, before a hyena. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. If I do have free time, it's going to get put towards family, dog. For me.
We got Vin Diesel out here, dog.
We're going to ask one more question, then we're going to move on to the No Manches section. Last question. Any plans on doing any Spanish hits?
I have songs where I incorporate Spanish. I have a song that has a whole Spanish hook, Spanish verse. I haven't done a full Spanish song, but I can see it definitely happening.
Okay.
Like, if I did a song for my mom, I feel like it has to be in Spanish so she can understand it better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I'm missing like my dear mama version. You know what I'm saying? So
that'll be dope.
Yeah, low key, something like that. But yeah, I can see me doing full Spanish and shit, Simon.
Okay.
Sick.
Moving on, we're going to move on to No Manches. Did he talk to you about No Manches?
He had mentioned a little something on the message.
We have a segment where you basically, you know, when you say No Mames or like No Mames way, like you bring out a story that basically relates to that. Like, you're like, No Manches, like, why did this happen? It could be a pet peeve or something funny.
Can you tell me?
Yeah, we'll go first.
We're going to go first. And then
that way I'm trying to think.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm going to go a little political, dog.
This always goes political.
I'm gonna go. Dog, I got the platform, dog. I gotta use it, right? Hey, I learned today from him, dog, that if I got the platform, I gotta use it.
There you go, dog.
Nah, fool. I'm sick and tired of fucking people shitting on Mexicans, dog, and immigrants just in general. Like, when people associate the word immigrant, people think Mexican. You know what I mean? And that's bullshit. Because there's another border up north that nobody talks about.
Right.
And you got people from other fucking countries coming in. You got people from Europe, and nobody tells them shit, dog. You know, but they're always talking about the brown. There's an immigrant system, but for brown and black people, dog. People of color, pretty much.
What do you mean by that? Because this is the first time I hear of black.
So you have people from, look at like the people coming. There's people from Haiti. Stuck in Mexico. You know, just different people. You got people from Europe, dog, that come here and do the same shit.
Nobody makes no noise about it.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck.
They get work.
No, they're not as butthurt about it. They doesn't grab the negative attention that it does.
Exactly.
I know why. I think I know why. It's because of the color, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. There's an immigrant situation and a whole thing, but it only involves people of color. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of the people just taking advantage of us, dog, trying to divide us, you know, using politics, you know, everything going on in Florida now, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I've been talking about Florida for a year now.
Yeah,
you know, that whole bullshit. And now it's even more bullshit, you know? And they just throw words out there like freedom, patriots, to fucking make us look like shit, you know?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of shit going on, and they just talk about the border and fucking Mexican people. And that's just bullshit, dog. I'm just tired of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I know, bro. I respect what you're doing. I love what you're doing. You know, that's one of the reasons I wanted to sit down and talk to you about it, because I knew we can have this conversation.
Simon.
You know what I'm saying? Just express ourselves.
To say, like you said, like, I think it started primarily when Trump took office, or when he started doing his campaign and shit. It was obviously like he was smart, bro. I'm not gonna hate on Trump as far as he knew what he was doing, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna wow up his movement. He's gonna wow up the güeros that, and he's describing immigrants in a way as a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I hear people piggybacking off what, no manches way. Like when I hear people say shit, they just quoting Trump.
Yeah.
They're quoting DeSantis or whatever. They're quoting these fools. Like, are you speaking for yourself, or are you speaking because this is what this fool said and what he publicized? So when Trump's saying like, some I assume are good people. Everybody's like, yeah, well, they're criminals or rapists, whatever. Like that's him saying that. It people that are in the middle of the country that might not be here in SoCal, and they don't see how much we benefit and how much we contribute. When they hear Trump saying words like that, and it's a negative light, he's portraying immigrants in a negative way. Yep. And when he says some, I assume, are good people, he's implying that most of them are rapists and they're all bad. How the fuck can you even know that, bro? And in my eyes, from what I see, there's gonna be some bad motherfuckers that come in, but don't get it twisted, bro. Like a lot of these motherfuckers come here. I don't mean motherfuckers. I just say motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people come here because they want a better life, dog, and they're willing to work, bro, and they want to contribute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might want to send money back home for their familia and shit, but either way, they're doing the jobs that none of these motherfuckers can do here, bro. And I think that's what it is, dog. It's just when he took office, a lot of the perception with the immigrant community and stuff, it turned negative. People, they're quick to like believe everything he says. If you actually like ever meet a Trump supporter, you've seen them like. Yeah. No matter what he says, it doesn't matter what he says, dog.
Or does.
It doesn't matter, bro. They agree with it. Yeah. They can never disagree with someone, and that's a no manches way. That's a no mames way. Like he's not God, fool. Like he's human. Not everything he says is correct, bro. Yeah. And if you believe everything he says and you back up everything a person says, like I love Pac, bro, but goddamn, bro, these fools ride his nuts, bro. Yeah. Like they ride his nuts, and it's just scary how someone can like just. Anything he says, they go with it,
and they're willing to kill for that shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Because in Redlands, when the whole shit was going on with the voting, I remember Yucaipa, which is right next to Redlands.
There was a big.
No mames, they were getting on trucks, riding around with the rifles, and the cops weren't saying shit.
Of course,
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna give everybody a history lesson, Doug. You know when England, sent people to the colonies? Mm-hmm. You know what they were, right?
Most of them were criminals.
You know what I'm saying? The first settlers here were fucking criminals, dog.
Damn,
like
for real?
literally,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were literally fucking criminals or poor ass people from England.
And it's crazy because they're trying to portray that on us.
Yeah.
When they're the original ones that came here,
exactly,
raped everybody,
fucking genocide, all kinds of shit.
Did all that shit.
But literally, they sent their worst here. Just to try it out to see if it worked.
But now that they own it, now that they have control. Nobody, they're like, oh, we don't care. Like, that's just, that was back in the day. Uh-huh. Oh, but look at these Mexicans or look at these Latinos coming here. They're the problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, that's hypocritical, dog. You know what I'm saying? At some point, and people that just like accept it, it is what it is. Like, the Americans are here, the white people are here, they won, they have control. Like, don't let them off that easy, bro. Like, the history is history for a reason, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I view a country, I view a nation as a human being in a way. Like, someone that murdered somebody, someone that's a rapist or someone that's a pedophile, that's always going to stick with them, you know what I'm saying? No matter when you grow up. A country's the same way. When you came here, what the fuck did you do? That shit matters, bro. Like, it matters. Yeah, we've came a long way, but still, we know what the fuck is done. That sticks with you. Yeah. And a lot of people are like, just forget about it. That was old. Like, why are you still tripping about that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? They always tell black people to shut up, too. Like, you're a slave a long time ago. Like, yeah, but you were. Like, they had them as slaves. It's not just something you overlook, bro. Like, that's a serious thing. It wasn't that long ago when you think about history. You know what I'm saying? It's there's probably people that are alive that were descendants of slaves and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Even in the civil rights movement, brothers, to people alive that experienced that
That's
shit.
What I'm saying.
Segregation.
So it's like, it's not like it's that far removed. I get it. We're going towards a better civilized way of living, but there's still racism, dog, and there's still problemas and shit, and that's never gonna go away, bro. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But don't be afraid to call it out, and don't be so accepting of it. Oh, it was the past. Who cares? Move on. I get it though too, because you do have to move on at some point. But there's nothing wrong with fighting and bringing valid points up. You know what I'm saying? And if and then there's people that make good statements. They make good examples of how it still affects us now. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And when you can do, because people think, oh, that was back in the day. It doesn't affect us now. But, you know, a lot of us are still poor. Raza's poor. The blacks are poor, bro. That's not by accident, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we're still fighting to survive in this country, dog. And we got to dig. And when you dig, you look at the history, and you're like, damn, that might open your eyes, bro. Yeah. Don't assume we're just poor because we're pendejos or we don't know no better. There's reasons for that, bro.
Simon.
Just do your own research. Just dig, you know what I'm saying?
We got to learn from the past, man. We got to learn from the past. Yeah. You know, and then I got one more thing I want to say. No, like, you know, this whole shit with Florida and the immigrants and everything and just Raza, we got to start fucking being more united too, dog. I feel like anytime other cultures have issues, dog, there's fucking protests like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with us, it's like we just, oh, wait, we're going to just let it slide, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, you would think with what's going on in Florida, there would be some protests that are organized for them, for
you know
what they're doing for those laws and shit. There might be, but it's never as big. It's never as there's no backing. There's no backing behind it by the corporations.
Yeah, you know why I think it is? Because think about it. Everything's political, right? So Black Lives Matter,
Stop
the Asian movement, right? Yeah. You're talking about, you're basically advocating for people that have the ability to vote. And in the Hispanic community, technically, it is believed that not everybody has the ability to vote. Right. So what's the point of advocating for somebody that's not going to have a voice? So there's no reason for me as a company.
Yeah, they don't see the value in backing us yet.
Exactly.
We have to show what we're capable of, and we have to. That's on us.
And that's why we got to go vote.
But that's on us, dog. This generation right here.
Exactly. That's why we have to stick up and vote, because if that's the mentality, then we have the power to fucking actually show them, no, pendejos, we could vote.
Dog, we got the power, dog. We can.
We just don't organize.
You seen the movie A Day Without Mexicans?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can control shit.
Well, Florida, you've seen that in Florida right now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so.
I mean, it's kind of weird because, like the Santis or whatever his name is, like, he's trying to make a point, but I think he's making the opposite point, bro. Like, I don't think it's gonna work. You see these videos and there's nobody working, and the farmers are already like, yo, like, these people aren't cutting it. You know, they're not picking the fruit fast enough.
Those are some funny ass videos, dog. You seen that shit?
Yeah. But what is he proving? He's proving against his argument, bro.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
Appealing to his base, bro.
Of course.
Which is the same as the Trump base, the racist.
Exactly.
Oh, he's taking out Mexicans.
But at the same time, is that gonna help this? I mean, I get it. Like, I get the point as far as, like, you know, with, like, business. If these people are hiring immigrants at a cheap rate, you know what I'm saying? They're that business can get away with making money or whatever they want to give. They want to make them pay regular wages to Americans, but the facts are the facts, bro. These fools ain't gonna work. The güeros ain't gonna work. They can't. There's just no way they can do it. There's already all these, like I said, these videos where they last half a day. They go to lunch and they bounce, bro.
Yeah, fuck that.
And this isn't news, bro. This isn't nothing new that we don't know, bro. Yeah. It's just, you know, I think a lot of it too in this country, dog. We're so technology based and we're so pampered. A lot of us don't know about hard labor and shit, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just because it's a different world, bro. And some of these countries where these people come from, they still have to work. They have to, bro. And then they're gonna do it. They're motivated to. Yeah. They don't have the same amount of distractions. As much technology as we have, and as much as we're distracted by sports and everything, like it can soften us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In general, when it comes to the grind, the grit, and shit. So that's why the raza that comes out here, dog, like, they work, fool. You know what I'm saying? They're not all rapists, criminals. Some might be good, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But just playing. You know what I'm saying? I believe in my heart that most of them are good, dog. Because I know we are good people, dog, and the corazon and shit. And we all make mistakes, bro. But like, people come here for a reason, bro. When you're the top spot, when you're the we portray ourselves as a country that's accepting and there's opportunities here. So people are going to come regardless, bro. And yeah, there's a system in place, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to hate on someone that crosses here illegally. That's he's breaking the law. Well, for crossing a imaginary border, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I get the law, but at the same time, you're going to call that fool a criminal because he's struggling to feed his family, get it, and he wants to come here to feed his family. That's a criminal. I'll be a criminal too, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's different types of criminals, bro. And to call immigrants criminals or they're doing something illegal, to call someone an illegal already is just, how you gonna call someone an illegal? Why? Because he wants to come to a place where his ancestors were already here también anyway, dog. You know what I'm saying? So people don't look at that shit and they just, that's the past. Yeah. Like I could say that to somebody and they don't give a fuck. That's just the facts, bro. They don't care about the history. Yeah. And it should matter, you know what I'm saying? But what can you do, bro? It's tough because like you said, we want to fight, we want to unite, but what are we supposed to do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that maybe they have the answers. I can rap about shit and express my emotions and make you think and show that I'm about it, I'm with it. But my focus is to get bigger as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I gotta live off this music, and but there's people in the calle. There's people out there that are fighting the fight, bro. Protests. Like with my music, I've been invited to a lot of these protests, a lot of these rallies, and I'll talk, I'll rap at these events, and I see people that organize it. Those are the true heroes, but they don't have enough backing sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's fucking pedo within that community too, dog. It's just sad, bro. There's pedo, like, La Raza's always fighting Raza, bro. Yeah. And it's like, damn, homie, like, we're all in the same boat here. We're all trying to get a message out there. You know, I've marched with a lot of these people. I've been in protests with a lot of these people, and it just sucks to see that they're fighting, bro. And it's just always drama, dog. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's the rap game or the political game, the protests. You know, it's crazy, bro. It's just,
or the Mexican game, shit. The America Chivas played yesterday. Fucking America lost, man. But anyways, that's another story.
What's your no manches, dog? Because I'm already all heated and shit. I'm fucking shaking.
My no manches it's a little creepy, dog.
What the fuck? What? Like creepy in what way, fool?
Well, fuck, fool. Like, so I went to a retreat this weekekend, right? It's like a military veteran retreat, and the place where we were staying at, where they put us up, it was in was it Julian or? It was Julian, and then there was another one before. That's another city. I can't remember. Ramona. And we were chilling, and Friday night, and I woke up in the morning. I had a dream that somebody had crashed in the middle of Center Divider, where I live, where I grew up. Yeah. And they crashed into some chinitos that were having a yard sale.
That was a dream?
That was my dream.
Okay, that's very specific.
Yeah, crazy. But the thing was that the fucking yard sale was in the middle of the freeway.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's a dream. Yeah, for sure.
It was my dream. Yeah. So, anyways, I wake up. What the fuck does that mean? I just fucking had a weird dream. The Center Divider, la chingada.
Stop Asian hate, then.
No. I get out of the room to go. We're gonna go eat breakfast, right? We're gonna meet up for go eat breakfast. Todos que estaban ahí. And as I'm opening the door, there's fucking ambulance. There's the paramedics. There's like 4 sheriffs. There's everybody's outside the hotel room fucking looking up. Yeah. And there's a girl crying on top. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And the cleaning ladies are all running around like chismoseando and shit, right? I'm like, oiga, doña, ¿qué pasó ahí arriba? No, fíjese, encontraron a un señor que se estaba volviendo morado o azul. Motherfucker was dead, homie.
Damn.
I was like, no manches, man. Like, what the fuck is this? I was just tripping out.
Was he part of the group?
No.
Oh.
That's crazy.
It was just trippy, dog. I was like, I just had a fucking dream about somebody crashing into a bunch of chinitos, and then all of a sudden I wake up and there's a fucking dude that's dead.
That's weird, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like you said, a scary no manches.
A scary no manches, like, what the fuck?
No manches way, like.
You better be dreaming about me, dog. Fuck that.
So mine was simple enough, not politics shit. But
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of piggybacked off what he said. I guess that was my shit. It's just like I agree with homeboy. Like, there's just gente that, you know, no manches way. Like you're gonna support someone that much where you believe everything they say and shit. I don't have like a specific. I'm trying to think of a specific story, dog. But like, that's tough, bro. I mean, there's always scenarios, bro. Like where like I'm like I got a coworker, dog. I'm always chopping it with my homie, dog. I want to tell him about some shit, and there's always that one vato just inserts himself in, bro. Like, I don't want you to hear this, dog. I'm talking to my boy about some real shit, but he just gets in, bro, and just always inserts himself. Like, no manches way, you know what I'm saying?
It just gets awkward that you just change the subject.
All the time, fool. Like, everybody knows it. It's like, I was like, never mind, I'll talk to you later.
Do you guys tell him shit like, hey, wait, ¿qué pedo?
Nah. Cause, like, it's like Raza es un güero. He comes in and he's just like, oh, like, you know, like, like, nah, fool, you're not gonna get
down for the Raza.
You're not gonna get the blood in, blood out scene, fool. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, amigo, dog, use this.
That's funny.
It's funny that I do think of that because that's always what I think too. Like this fool, dog. Just, you know what I'm saying? But that's my no manches, I guess.
That's funny. That's cool. That's good, no manches.
It is. Cool. That happens a lot, though.
Yeah.
It just makes shit awkward, fool. Like, you don't know whether to stop the conversation. And it just slows down. Like, so yeah, you know, it's like, so yeah.
And then he'll like talk and like, oh, well, you know this, you know, like
he starts giving advice and shit. He starts taking over the story, right?
Like you don't even know anything about this shit.
That's funny. All right, we're gonna move on to the last segment, bro. This is all gonna be you. We always like to ask our guests to give us their words of wisdom, something that you live by that any one of us can use. This is all yours.
I think I've said a lot, bro. I guess just to like, I just feel like a lot of people, a lot of us, we can like talk about things and like we want to do things, right? Like, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know, like maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that. But like at the end of the day, you just got to do it, bro. Like a lot of times I like to like, I don't like to pass up on opportunities. And, you know, just be daring, I guess, in a way. Like, go ahead and face your fears in a way where, like, don't worry about the specifics too much. Sometimes you just got to put yourself in a situation that's different, or put yourself in a situation where, like, you got to do it. Whatever it is you're after, you have to do it, bro. A lot of people talk, and they just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I eventually will. And I noticed that it's just take action is a big thing, bro. Like, you can talk all day, bro. We can talk about this. We could talk about that. But you got to do it, bro. And that's what I try to do. I lead by example. Like I said, if you see me on my IG, me doing these shows, like, and me driving here, me driving there, and still going to work, it's like, and trying to show people, like, if you're really trying to do something, you have to go after it. No one's going to do anything for you, bro. And like I said, I'm not dependent on nobody, dog. Like, there's going to be days where, you know, like you said, like, you know, things ain't going feed me right now, but you got to toughen it out and do it anyway, bro. Like, and I guess, like, just to sum it up, bro, like, that's just what it is, bro. Just don't talk about it, be about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just, because I can hear people talk all day. Like, at some point, we don't want to hear it no more, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't even care, bro. Like, you always say that. Just fucking do it, bro. Like, be about it, bro. And that's what I do. That's how I live my life. Is just I'm showing people. I do it for me, obviously. I do it I want to live off of music, but I also want to impact people. But I have to show the people that I'm really about it. I have to show them that I'm out to get it. Because it's not just about me rapping and touching people. I have to show them that I'm trying to get big and get the message big by taking opportunities and not passing up on a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people might be like, well, you know, you probably shouldn't perform there. It's not that big of a crowd. You probably shouldn't do this. You probably shouldn't do that. But they don't know the specifics, you know. You know what the fuck you're doing. You know if this is going to benefit you, or you know if it's worth it for you or not. And sometimes it might not be worth it, but at the same time, if there's something to gain from something, then go after it, bro, or whatever it is that you're pursuing, dog. Just you know what's best for you at the end of the day. You shouldn't be dependent on other people. In your heart, your corazón, you know what you're doing is bad. Then fucking change it, bro. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, but just go after it, bro. Action. Take action is my main thing right now, because that's what I'm doing, bro. And, Yeah, that's what I gotta say, dog.
Cool. Yeah. That's big. That's big.
Yeah, just
it's a common thing, dog. Everybody, I think we all go through at one point, like where we can be like, I'm gonna do it, and and for some reason, or sometimes you don't get the opportunity, or you just can't. But, dog, like you said, you get no sleep sometimes, bro. So it's like,
right.
Sometimes you gotta sacrifice, And
I mean, everything's been said, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said something. Everybody motivates in their own way, but. I can recycle things that people say all the time. That's what we do. You know what I mean? But it's effective. Like if you actually just do it, dog. Just as easy as cliche as it might sound, that shit works, bro. Just fucking do it, bro. Just stop fucking sitting around. Stop wasting your time and really look at yourself and what am I doing? And like if there's something to be done, like we waste a lot of time, bro. Even me, like with all as busy as I am, I can still see like, damn, I waste time right here doing this or doing that. Like there's always room for improvement, dog. And it's like I said, everything sounds cliche, but it is what it is, bro. Like, I mean, how many quotes can you originate after so many, people that have quoted amazing things and stuff? But that shit, it gets recycled and you can say it a different way. But at the end of the day, you just gotta figure out, dog. You gotta figure out what works for you and go and do it, bro.
Hey, dog, it works for the biggest company around, Dick, Nike. It's simple, dog.
Just do it.
Just do it, dog.
It's true though, dog.
That's their slogan. Just fucking do it.
That's a dope ass slogan, dog, and it's real, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Tell us where can people find you? People that want to hear your music. Shows.
I promote heavy on Instagram, so Hypnotic_G_rooted, or if you just put Hypnotic G Rooted, it'll pop up right there. I promote everything on there, all my shows. I have like some tour dates on there. I promote when I have a new video coming out, new music. Find me on YouTube as well, Hypnotic G Rooted. I have all my videos on there, my albums. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. You name it, I'm on everything. And yeah, man, that's where you can find me. Just like I said, on TikTok as well, Hypnotic G Rooted. So yeah, pretty much that's it, bro. That's it right there.
Any upcoming shows?
Yeah, fool. I got Boise, Idaho this Saturday with Baby Bash, Lil Eazy-E, DJ Yella from NWA. A lot of models, a lot of hyenas. I got the next weekend I have one. I don't know if you guys know who Theo Wesso is. No. He wears a big ass skull like a cholo. He dresses all cholito and he has a big ass skull head and shit. But he's having an art show. There's a lot of Californians gonna be there. A lot of rappers, bro.
Theo Wesso? Does he go by another name?
Mike Articulate.
Sometimes he wears a hat and shit.
I don't know.
Over the skull and
That's
shit?
The home. Yeah. Okay. But he's throwing a big art show on Wilmington. That's the next weekend. And then I just locked one in with Mr. Capone in Mesa, Arizona. And then I got one in Hemet the next day, a car show. And I do have one in San Jacinto with Amanda Perez and ODM, Lighter Shade of Brown.
When is that at?
June 25th.
Oh, shit.
That's in San Jacinto. I got one in Odessa, Texas. Car show, low riding against bullying, so it's a good community event.
That's dope.
I do have one in Oxnard with the NB Riders later in the year, so I'm just starting to get stuff booked, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I have my own show July. so that's gonna be in El Monte.
Okay.
And then I have one in Koreatown too with Ilza Kill. He's dope as fuck. Okay. That's another dope artist. So yeah, man, the shows are there, bro. It's just more will come. But that's all I could think of right now. There's probably more.
Okay.
Check out his page for more.
Yeah, exactly, dog.
Hey, girls or ladies, remember, hyenas.
Take it slow.
Nice and slow, okay? You want to hit them up? Nice and slow. Anyways, we want to say thank you, bro, for coming out. I know it's a Monday night. Normally, Mondays are hectic, but thank you. Appreciate you coming and spending some time with us, bro.
Yeah, man. You guys, like I said, man, I enjoyed it, bro. It's dope. I like you guys' style and shit, the vibe.
Appreciate it.
So it's firme, homie. As long as it's firme, then I'm with it, dog.
Orale.
So. Mad respect, dog. I love your shit. I love your message. Keep doing your thing, bro. And you're going to get there, man. You got the drive, man. You know, you got that attitude. You got everything, bro.
Gracias,
Keep
man. I really appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
Mucho gusto.
Salud. Just end it with a shot, bro.
There we go. One with a shot, dog.
Fuck it, you want a shot?
Fuck it, you said end it with a shot.
I said end it with a shot. What do you want? Pick your poison.
You got tequila?
Yeah, we
give
got
me
this,
Don Julio, dog.
The 70.
This one.
The 42 is done, I think.
Oh, it's done?
I'll take the 70.
The 70.
70's firme.
You got any little cups? That was like, I want one too.
I think we have some in that cabinet right there.
Hey, there's tacos around here, right?
Yeah, there is.
Okay,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
On Vincent.
All right, dog. As long as...
That's my favorite taco place.
Tripa? You guys like tripa?
Oh, tripa.
Fuck
yeah.
the best, fool.
You like them crispy, right?
Fuck yeah. I said the best, fool.
Yeah.
I know what dorado means, dog.
Tripa, dog. That's good. Lengua's underrated.
You know what? I was never big on lengua. And then the homie, he did a little, he came out of prison and shit, and they did lengua tacos. That shit was fucking fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was like big chunks of it, though. They had like...
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
that was
yeah.
really good. I think someone was telling me, too, it's better when they, I want to say they steamed it first.
Yeah, they steam it
They
first.
steamed it.
Yep.
They chopped it up, then they put it on the grill. That shit was pretty fire. I was like, damn, this is lengua. I'm all right.
I didn't start getting into that shit till a couple of years ago, bro.
Yeah.
I used to keep it basic and shit.
Oh,
Asada,
carne asada, you
pastor.
can't go wrong with asada, dog. Damn, this motherfucker gave me like 3 shots in this bitch, dog.
He's getting you ready for
Bruh.
Boise, dog.
I
For
said
real,
nice and
dog?
slow, fool. What the hell you trying to do to me, dog? No, it's feeding dog.
He's like, I'm down.
Hey, dog, you can't make him look soft, fool.
Yeah, dog, I laughed at that post about the Theos fighting, fool.
Fuck it. Hey, we gotta get some cups, dog, because these coffee cups ain't working no more.
Pick me up.
For real.
What does yours say? Same shit?
No, not yet. Closer, almost there. Hey, I'm not lying,
What does your
dog.
cup say, fool?
Off on. Off on.
What does yours say, dog?
Currently caffeinated.
Curly
Carry the caffeine.
caffeinated.
Hey, fuck it.
Damn, dog, where'd you get these
Oh,
at,
good
dog?
shit.
You did, dog.
Oh, shit.
Just hold it, fool. We'll finish this shit off.
There you go. Fucking, I want. Lakers lost? Hey, Lakers lost, guys.
I kind of knew it.
Clippers, dog. Hey, next season, hit me up, bro. I got tickets and shit.
All right,
Yeah,
no,
I'll shoot some
fuck
over.
yeah.
I have season tickets, yeah.
Damn, that's fuck yeah, bro.
You guys ready?
Hey, salud.
Salud, homie.
Thank you guys.
Take
dog.
this shit off,
On
homie.
some real shit. I just had a good time, homie.
Thanks, dog.
Simon.
All right,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Went down the wrong.
Put that shit on. Keep going.
Went down the wrong mic, over. The wrong mic. The wrong fucking.
The wrong
pipe.
mic.
Nah, he don't down me and shit.
I was about to fucking flow down the pipe, the mic.
Hey, before I end it, can I do a verse I haven't
Oh,
done?
for sure, dog.
Hey, you still on, right, Paul? Yeah.
All right,
go
check it
for
out, fool. Hey, so like I said, I'm doing a show in Boise, Idaho. I don't know if you guys saw, but I want to give a shout out to the homegirl, Ivoni. She did a protest a few months ago, cause in Idaho and in Caldwell, I believe it was Caldwell, Idaho, they were hating. She had a brown pride shirt. She had a brown pride hoodie, and the teachers wouldn't let her in the classroom, and they were trying to say that it was racist. They were trying to compare it to a white power type shit. You know what I'm saying? So she did a post about it, and that shit went viral, bro. It had like 5 million views on TikTok. A lot of the Raza out here were sharing it, even Eden and Enamorado, American Cholo. It caught wind, bro, and they're still currently fighting that fight. The school's kind of been like, you know, picking on her a little bit, having her in the meetings, and like, hey, she just did they had an art show, and she put brown pride on it, and like a Aslan, you know what I mean, like an Aztec.
Yeah.
They took that shit down, bro. Like now you can't even you can't even express your love for your raza, right?
Yeah.
And but I just want to shout them out because I know they're over there fighting and shit. I know LULAC got involved. That's an organization, and they have lawyers and stuff that's communicating with her and trying to figure out what to do. Because they got a lot of attention in the schools. They've been kind of picking on her. It feels like since that. Because they got a lot of negative attention for that, so now they're not letting kids wear rosaries. They're not letting kids wear the like flannels and shit.
Get the fuck out
That's
of
some
here.
real shit, bro. You know, I mean, that's not new as far as like, como dice, when you have schools that have uniforms and shit, but that's specifically hate like the rosary, dog. They're trying to say it's gang related y todo eso.
No,
like really, you're gonna fucking make a something religious gangsta. Obviously, they're hating on the raza, bro. So, but with that said, bro, I had a song that I wrote and it was influenced by that, and I haven't released it yet, but it's something I'm working on. But it goes just because I rock Dickies, I rock my high socks, I'm a target for the cops. That don't make me a gangster. I rock my 501s, I keep my lokes on, and I get my smoke on. That don't make me a gangster. I stay bald-headed. Fuck, man, fuck the other state boy. And I don't regret it, man. Y'all racists look pathetic, assuming that I'm a gangster. Shit. Well, is it really a surprise? All you see is a gangster when looking through your eyes. They're always gonna see us as that, you know what I'm saying? Or in that situation. But it goes, brown pride, I'ma say it loud. Look around, Vato taking over every town. Got these güeros shook up, cause when they look up, they see a taquero on the calle about to cook up. And to them it really taints the image. How dare we settle in and repaint the village? Well, pardon us if we thought it was a little pale. I guess creating heaven is for them a living hell. But we gon' get down on our knees and we gon' wish them well. Bigots that praise God, bunch of infidels, and it ain't sitting well. Instead of in their neighborhood, they rather see a vato like me rotting in a cell. That's all they see me as, another TV ad. Same way they always portray us. It's easy, man. What's that? To assume the worst. So before you judge me, know that I'm a human first. Just because I rock Dickies, I rock my high socks, I'm a target for the cops. That don't make me a gangster. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I got chills.
Yeah.
I got
This is the first time you singing it live? I mean, live?
No,
Hey, you heard it here first, dog.
Yeah, fuck that premiere right now.
Hey, dog.
Nah, that's just dope, dog.
You know what I'm saying? But real life shit, when I hear stories like that, I actually talked to her. I reached out to her and I let her know that at my age, like, you're inspiring me. You're inspiring a lot of us out here for doing that post and speaking up, bro. They had all the Mexicanos out there, and they had the signs, brown pride, and you know what I mean? Like, come on now, dog. Since when the fuck is brown pride racist, bro? Yeah. We're proud of our cultura, bro.
Bro, since when is a rosary racist, bro?
Or gang related.
Gang related, bro.
They're trying to say brown pride, gangsta is racist. It's all bullshit, bro. They're scared because Raza's growing. Like I told y'all, you're like, remember you guys, hey, there's Raza in Boise? That show I did, fool, Raza. Like, they're all Chicanoed out, too, dog. The brim, the flannels, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're, obviously, the widows are getting scared, bro. Like, well, what the fuck is that? Yeah. But that's all of the history, though. The homeboy, Sonny, he deals, the guy that's doing the show, he deals with a lot of that racism. He deals with a lot of issues where they still view lowriding as gang related. They view it as something, and that's partly our fault. In the past, a lot of those car shows, there were a lot of these fools were real gang members and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's changed a little bit. We've embraced it more as a chill thing. Motherfucker, we don't want to gang bang no more. Like, we want to go out on a Sunday afternoon and drive our Lolo and just feel good, bro, and bump oldies. You know what I'm saying? And when people see that shit, they love that shit. The lowrider community, that's Chicano shit, dog, and that's a beautiful thing. But I think people are still scared of it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't give them the right to hate on the cultura, to hate on the rosaries, and to hate on the kids that are dressed in Chicano. They probably like, oh, they're gang related and shit. Yeah. Fuck that. There's a lot of other shit going down, fool, where, like, if there's groups of those kids wearing flannels and shit, they send their names to the motherfucking Huda over there, put them on the motherfucking gang file type shit. Like, weird shit, bro. It's like, come on now, bro.
You're weapon of freedom of speech, dog.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So there's a lot going on out there, and you know, I love that I'm going out there because I love what's going on there, and you already know me. I'm gonna rap that verse.
Yeah, that shit goes hard, bro.
That's hard, dog.
That shit fucking.
That shit gave me chills, dog. No lie, that shit's looking
good.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest, and I know we're at the end of the show. I'm fucking holding. We're having technical difficulties here.
You good.
Hey, I feel like I'm rapping now. Shit, I'm about to. Nah, I tried that shit once, dog. I used to get with my homies from La Puente.
Yeah.
And we used to have a thing where we would get drunk and then fucking
just spit bars.
But when it got to me, I was like, yo, and then boom, pass it to the next one, dog.
You never played King's Cup when the 9 came out, 9 bust a rhyme.
Yeah.
And then whoever fucks it up takes a shot and shit.
Yeah, nah, that's all I get. Fucking, you only get yo-yos from me, dog. Yo. Nah, but where the fuck was I going, dog? I lost my train of thought. This is chingadera.
I forgot, too.
I know, right? Oh, no, I was going to say, my daughters, because I got 2 teenage daughters, one of them specifically, my middle daughter, she's all into the Chicano culture. She wears the loops.
I love it.
And she like, I don't even know why, but now, is it Triple A's or what the fuck is it? No.
Triple A's?
Triple A's,
No,
the shirts.
Shaka?
No, not the Shaka.
Pro Club?
Pro Clubs.
Pro clubs.
Fool, Pro Clubs are expensive now.
They came back,
Bro,
dog.
no, all those, everything's raised up. I buy merch, fool.
Dickies,
I
dog.
just ordered a new order, and they're like, "Hey, prices raised." I was like, "I guess my prices are raising
Yeah,
too."
exactly. Yeah, so my daughter's all into that shit. So, you know, it's crazy because I love that. Like, if she takes off, like, I don't dress as much as I used to. Like,
Right.
I'll show you fucking pictures where these people are
Right.
like, damn,
Dude,
fool.
I told you it's like reviving,
Yeah.
but I love it, bro. I
Yeah.
love it. That don't be ashamed of that. That's
I'm
our
not.
stilo.
Yeah.
We originated that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because we've always had that. We've
Hey,
always been that.
Not gonna lie, dog. This was fucking talking shit about. Like, they were making fun of me. I just got my Cortez, dog.
You got it, dog.
Show you Cortez,
Oh.
dog. I'm gonna put them right here. I'm not even gonna wear them, dog. They're gonna be for my
You
corner.
didn't show a shit, dog.
I told you guys I ordered Cortez, and
You
you was
didn't
like,
tell
"What
us.
the
Hey,
fuck?"
man, I'm gonna tell you like this, fool. I was talking to my nephews the other day, and they were like, "Yo, fool, the Cholo Stilo's back, fool." Like, because they live in Vista. They're like, "Yo, we at the high school. They're all dressed like cholos and shit." I was like, "I never left, fool."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, fool. Like, look, fool. Like, maybe to you it's not new." Because you're always doing shows with the Chicano crowd and shit, so you're always around it. So I've always seen it, no matter what. But they're trying to tell me, like, you know, like a few years ago at the high schools, there wasn't that many Cholo Stilo or like Chicano type shit. And now they're like, yo, everybody's fucking dressed Chicano. And I'm like, well, that's shit, my mom. It's cool, dog. Like, but they were trying to say, like, it's just like, it's true though. Like, things recycle. Like,
Yeah.
Stilos come back. But what I'm trying to tell them is that's not a phase though. Our style, the Chicano culture, it's embedded, it's stamped, it's an official shit that's never gone away. The real motherfuckers have always done it since day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't mind seeing it. Like, the fact that you told me your daughter's into it, that's beautiful, dog, because a lot of people are doing it. You got all these weras, even the negras, they're putting, like, they're doing their eyelashes and they're wearing the big hoops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But see,
I'm not hating on them, because that just tells me that we have a stilo that motherfuckers like, damn, that shit's hard.
See,
Because I hate when people hate on fools, they hate on the blacks or the whites, there's always a wera that's trying to be Chicana.
Yeah.
But they get hate sometimes.
Yeah.
Let her do her thing, bro.
No, like
Because the whites have no culture. Though.
Yeah. The thing with my daughter, though, I do try to like I noticed she picked it up, so I'll take her to, like, hey, we're gonna go to a lowrider show. Hey,
Exactly.
I'm gonna do this. Vente,
Put her
vamos.
around it.
You know.
And right now is a good time because, like I said, it's less drama. I think we're on that tip, bro. Where, like, the gang shit has settled down, bro, and we just want to chill, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, cruise on a Sunday, like, and it's a beautiful culture, bro.
Hey, you know what? One thing, and I know, like, we keep, like, this could be going on forever. But the thing was that the one thing that made me feel good was sometimes I was dressed todavía chicanillo.
Yeah.
And my daughter me dijo, "Dad, don't change your style. I like that shirt." I was like, "Oh,
Why these fools hating on you, dog?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
dog.
that's because you didn't tell us about the Cortez. Because the Cortez,
Cortez,
you
dog.
gotta rock them the right way, though.
I know,
fool.
but I brought them,
Hey,
honestly.
you know what's... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm going to put them in my corner. They're going to be for my corner. Because that's part of my culture.
You can never satisfy people. Like, remember I told you, like, I have a good, like, support system with the indigenous crowd and shit.
Yeah.
So I had a hat. It said SD. It's an SD hat, and then there's, like, Cortezes that are, like, hanging on one of the lines. Like, you know how the Cortezes hang
Yeah,
from
like
the...
they throw them in la línea.
So one fool... Hey, fool, you know Cortez conquered the Aztecs.
I don't think that's why they need to shoot that shit.
No, I get it. Like, I get it. But it's like, fool, like it's Chicano culture. Like, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like, cálmate, güey.
No mames.
No
That's
mames,
no mames.
Hey, that fool really took it there.
No, that's what I'm saying, fool. Like, there's always someone that's gonna hate, no matter what. but it's like, but I'm not, I don't need to explain it, but but yeah, like, I don't rock it. I don't rock Cortez's. I'm not like, I'm not proud that Cortez came here and they killed a bunch of the Aztec guys and shit. You know what I'm saying? But but like, that's when I rock Cortez's, it's because it's the Chicano culture. It's part of my culture, my upbringing and shit. And if we can flip it, like the blacks say, like they turn the N-word to something that they embrace. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. And people hate on that, but the word, the real word with the ER, obviously we know where that comes from and shit. But they flipped it and they did the NIGGA and they fucking they
made it their own thing.
Yeah,
they took that power.
They flipped it. I respect that shit, homie. And same shit, dog. Just because I rock Cortez doesn't mean I'm supporting Hernan Cortez.
that was a trip, dog. That's
the first time I've ever heard that shit, dog. So,
hey, fool, don't hang those shit, sir, dog.
What the fuck? But anyways,
hey, be careful when you rock Cortez.
Anyways, again, thank you for coming, bro.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for coming.
We're gonna end the show.
Now we're gonna keep going for another fucking.
Yeah, no, this is fucking funny. Hopefully we'll have you back again, bro.
Yeah, we got to. This is too much fun, dog.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Crazy.
I'm gonna have some Highness twerking on me next time, dog.
We'll do music video right here. I was gonna tell you.
I love this setup, bro. I'm not even lying to you,
bro.
dog.
I was gonna tell you. In the beginning when you walked in and I said, "Hey, you got all those Highness?" I was like, I hope I hear it in the track, dog. Oh, you got the Highness?
Oh, yeah, you never
twerking, dog, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
I got it, dog. Y'all could probably sample that shit low key, dog.
Anyways, thank you again for coming.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good night.
Legendary, dog. It was a good podcast.
This is a good one. We fucking broke the shit.
We broke that shit, dog.
Damn.